Okay, looks like we are good. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's get started. Um, we'll have to close as soon as I have about 30, 35 people, I'll have to close the Zoom room. About 35 people is all I can do in 2 hours easily. So let's get started with the calls, with the questions. And I'll call upon you in the order that I see you. Shashwat ji, go ahead. Kai sangitla Shashwat.
Uh, hi Rajiv ji. You know about our case, right? F1, F2.
कहाँ पता है यार मेरे को? I barely remember my own name
uh,
these days. Yeah.
I was going through a layoff situation. My wife was on H4 and she wanted to do masters. We filed for her H4 to F1 change of status, and then mine H1 to F2,
Sure.
and we filed concurrently under premium processing through your
Portal.
services. Yeah. So we filed the case on. We shipped it to USCIS, and then we basically like received a notice. Like on the status, it says that the case is received on 10th,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically deducted the payment and all, like the
Sure.
premium processing charges and all.
Okay.
So my grace period ends on March 31st.
All right.
In premium processing, we have around 30 calendar days, right? To when we can expect a decision from USCIS.
Well, different time frames for different applications. If it's 30, it's 30 business days.
Okay, okay, got it. So my question is basically now this is basically filed. Do you see that we should also file for B1 B2 along with this as a backup?
You see, it's a difficult answer because we are getting a lot of kickbacks from the government. In fact, I think we've just taken a couple of cases today um, where people applied and they got notices of intent to deny. And most of these are focused on two things: either that B1, B2 is not an appropriate classification it's not a catch-all classification, and
Mm-hmm.
it's only for leisurely activities, which I think is incorrect. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the second is that one is this. Oh yeah, for F1s, they are saying, give us details about why do you want to convert to student status. In your case,
Mm-hmm.
two things that you have pointed out. One, you are not applying for B1, B2. You are applying for F2.
Yes.
And two, your wife was not going from H1B to F1. Was she already going to school when we filed her
No.
F1?
No.
Okay, all right. So I think it's a little bit better situation than most other people's. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure I want you to file a backup B2.
Okay. So your
Why?
recommendation would be like don't like make it more complicated here.
When does your 60-day expire?
31st March.
Yeah, it's a difficult answer, Shashwat, a difficult question to answer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should.
Okay.
All
So
right.
we should basically wait for this
Yeah,
to
sit
see.
tight. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. And after we receive an RFE or some decision, we can't file for any other change of
No,
status, right? After
it'll be
that.
too
After.
late. It'll be too
Okay.
late because you'll be outside the grace period. Then you'll be already out of status.
Okay. Okay. And then if we file for B1 B2, do does that affect this case like which we have filed?
Yeah, I have a natural hesitation against first overdoing it. In many cases,
Okay.
I do recommend a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but in your case, the situation is a little unique. It's not like you are asking for B1, B2, you're asking for F2 to stay
Mm-hmm.
with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a genuine request.
Yep.
So hopefully that should take care of it. I don't
Okay.
think a B1, B2 could dilute your position because I have cases
Mm-hmm.
where they've asked. What happened was one of the clients that we had filed for B1, B2 conversion, He, after we filed the B1 B2 conversion, also tried to convert to F1. Didn't discuss it with me, just went ahead and did it. So
Mm-hmm.
now, when I got the notice of intent to deny my B1 B2, which I think I can win, um, they also brought up the fact, why are you applying for F1?
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of a dilution of purpose if you've taken the shotgun approach and did everything that you could.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little uncomfortable with that.
Okay. Okay, Rajiv ji, then we'll stick to this and then see. Hopefully, things work out.
Yeah, let's wait and watch and see what happens. Fingers crossed for you
Yep.
guys. All right.
Thank you, Rajiv ji.
You're
That's all I have.
welcome.
Yep.
All the best, Chief.
Yep.
Okay, so one quick thing, people who are not able to raise your hands, I'll just call upon you at the very end. We can only do a 2 hour call today, a little bit over 2 hours. I have to leave at exactly, I think it's 2:30. Yeah, 2:30. So normally we can go into 3 hours, but today we won't be able to. Shashwat ji, you're done, so please lower your hand. Kajal ji, go ahead. Kajal Rangwani.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello there, Kajal. I recognize you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
मजे ही मजे अमेरिका लगी हुई
Thank you so much, as always, for your help.
है My
It's
pleasure.
always a pleasure to speak with you, and even more a blessing to get your help.
जी
But
बिल्कुल
my question today would be, so first I'll bring you up to pace on the case and where we are at this point in time. So my case was essentially where my employer was running a subsidiary which the USCIS identified as a shell company in the RFE and the NOID that they sent to me for the
आपका
H1B.
OPT था ना
Huh. For the STEM extension plus H1B, both went into RFE and NOID respectively. And
हाँ
then, as you advised, to withdraw the NOID for the STEM extension
जी
and leave the country.
जी
So, after that, you also said to file a complaint with against the employer with ICE and USCIS and
जी
Wage and Hour Department.
जी Department of
Mm,
Labor Wage and Hour Division
yes.
जी
Yes. So Wage and Hour got back, but they said they couldn't do much other than just have a FLSA case opened because it was never a genuine H1B case. It was
because
a
the LCA
STEM.
but hold on your LCA was approved right
No, sir. The H1B
oh
got denied.
no but the LCA was approved
Even if it was, then the employer
see
has not
hold on
disclosed it to me.
Kajal ji they can't file an H1B unless the LCA is approved.
Okay.
So if the LCA is approved, you contact the agent again. You say, wait a minute, I talked with my lawyers. And they say, if the LCA is approved, you have jurisdiction.
Okay. So his point was, since it's not an H1B case, we'll take it up as FLSA. Then he said that the employer apparently already has cases going on him, but they needed my permission to sign, and I was not sure of that. And
Carlo, I don't see any problem with it.
he's already closed the case, sir. He said, I can't wait for you anymore, so I'm
Okay.
closing the case.
We call him again. He's a government worker. He's not our boss.
Right,
Okay. You call him again. Of course, we are
okay,
always respectful of people, but we don't let
right,
people push us. And that's not right.
right.
Okay. So you
So
get
I
back
can
to
tell
him.
him that the LCA has been approved, one, and two, the fact that I want to reopen the case. Just
Yes.
in case
And
he says that cannot be done, what is my next option?
you could just say, I'd like to speak with your supervisor, please.
Okay, because I have the supervisor's email. I traced him out from the website itself. So I have the
Well,
email.
one of the things, remember, Kajal, you could directly go to the supervisor, but nobody likes to work, okay?
Right, right,
Except a few people like me. A lot of people don't like to work, so why put it in his lap, in the supervisor's lap? First, put it in
right.
the frontline staff's lap, and if they don't do
Okay.
anything about it, then go over his head to the supervisor. Okay?
Okay, but it is, so it is fine to go ahead and sign the name because I'm
Why not?
genuinely worried about the H4. I've
Why not?
filled
Why
the
not?
DS 160 for the H4, but as usual, you know that slots aren't coming through.
Yeah, no, no. Go ahead and do it.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
I'll do that and I'll keep you posted, sir. Thank you so much.
All the best, G. All the best. I did call your WhatsApp number. Nobody responded.
So I was sitting right next to my phone, but I think that I
I
will take that up on LinkedIn chat.
Yeah, I did definitely. I did call you because I told you I would call you.
I
And
know.
then,
It's never
yeah,
a no from you when you say you'll help, so the help comes. You're God sent. I won't
नहीं
lie
नहीं वो
about
ऐसा
that.
कुछ नहीं है इतना भी नहीं करो झाड़ पे मत चढ़ाओ आई एम ऑल राइट
नहीं वैसे नहीं sir. You always do help when you say you're
whatever
helping. The
I
help
can
is
do of
genuine.
course I'm always
Yes.
happy to so no issue at all Mitali ji go ahead please Mitali
Thank you so much, sir.
you're welcome Kajal all the best ji
Hello. So,
जोर से बोलो मिताली जैसे
hello.
नारा लगा रहे हो
Hello.
जी
अभी आ रहा है?
आ रहा
Yes. So I reached out to you like two, three, the prior week, yeah.
जी
And you were very prompt with the responses. So thank you for that.
हम्म,
So my case is that I am currently on STEM OPT and I recently went to India for about 3.5 weeks and came back on 14th of Feb. So earlier in July itself, when like in July 2025, when I decided I am going to be going to India, I had contacted my DSO, that is my university, and my employer as well, that I am going to be traveling in like to India. So is it okay? Because the thing is, I asked them because firstly, my employer gives out like paid holidays and those paid holidays are accrued, and if I wish to take more than that then it's unpaid, but I am still going to be on the employer benefits like insurance and all of that. Like I am not unemployed, it's just that my like my leaves would be unpaid because they provide like very less of paid leaves. So I had asked my university, they said that in July, okay, in July they said that yes, it should be fine as long as you are like you are employed and the company provides you with benefits, then it's okay. And the employer also said if your university is fine, then it should not be a problem since you're employed with us. Now, when I come back from India and I had like 6 days of paid leave available. So in that 3.5 week period, I took 6 paid leaves like randomly, like in the first week I went from Wednesday, I was out from Wednesday to Friday. Monday, Tuesday, I worked. So I put like Monday, Thursday, Friday as off. The next week I kept completely blank. In the next week, I applied my paid holidays. So it was like 1 week I was there, 1 week I was not there in the like in the statement.
आपका
It's like
मेरे को ना आपने बहुत कुछ बता दिया लेकिन जो मैं सुनना चाहता हूँ वो बताया नहीं व्हाट इज द
yeah.
इशू
Yeah. So the issue is कि अब जब मैं आई वापस तो again my employer said that you were absent for that, just a normal question. It is their responsibility, right, to ask. So I again contacted my DSO and my company. They said that it should be fine, but it's up to your, the university says it's up to your this
नहीं
thing.
नहीं
Like should
मिताली
I? Yeah. So
एक
yeah.
सेकंड एक
Sorry.
सेकंड
My
एक
yeah.
सेकंड एक सेकंड मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही
कि
first
मैं
ask me what your question is so I don't know what to focus on
yeah.
are you
So
worried that you have been unemployed as understood under OPT
yes,
regulations
yeah. Should I like place those days as
okay
unemployment days or no?
so ask your DSO get something in writing
I,
okay
I asked, like I've emailed them. They said that if your employer is fine, then it should be fine.
okay
And
hold on a second it's
yeah,
not that simple
yeah.
uh, during the COVID times, it was a
Mm,
lot simpler. You could work from anywhere within the United States or even outside if
yeah,
you could be supervised by the employer.
yeah.
After COVID, this was not never made clear.
Hmm,
Can you still work from outside the United States? And the answer is probably not, but we
hmm,
don't have any clarity. And if
yeah.
the DSO is okay with it, let them say it in writing, then you
Hmm,
are obeying the law as best as you understand it. There is no clarity. Okay.
yeah.
So if the DSO is okay with it, you are okay. I'm not concerned about the employer. I'm concerned about the DSO.
The DSO says that like the
No, I
last
got it. I got it. So you're okay. Whatever you're doing under the approval of the DSO, you are fine. All right.
okay.
All right, guys. I'm gonna have to stop admitting people. We just don't have any more room. So that's it. That's the last batch of people we are admitting. Okay. Uh, so you're all set, Mitali ji?
Uh,
Good?
Yeah, so basically the last thing is like my employer said that if your DSO says that you were on benefits, then we consider like you do not have to report it. And I notified this to my DSO. So the DSO now says that I think your employer has made a decisions, so it should be fine. So should I, because after like coming back, you need to report an unemployment within like 10 days, and that 10 days have gone. So basically I am
No,
over a
but you
month.
already had a conversation with the DSO and they said it's okay because they are the
Okay.
ones who are
Hi,
supposed to
Rajiv ji.
follow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All the best to you.
Hi, Rajiv ji.
कौन हो भाई? I'll
सर
call
सर
on
आपको
you. I'll call on you. जी
एक क्वेश्चन था मेरा,
अभी
प्लीज.
नहीं, आपके आगे 50 लोग और भी बैठे हैं भाई. Wait. Harsh Modi ji, go ahead please. Just raise your hand, okay?
Rajiv sir, thank you for hosting the call. I have discussed my case earlier with you during January for my situation. I think there is a little bit of disturbance from Sanjeev's phone.
कौन?
Sir, Sanjeev जी के फोन से कुछ disturbance आ रहा है. I think if you can
संजीव साहब
try to
कौन है
mute.
आप? कहाँ हैं आप? जरा बंद करिए अपना फोन. We
Yeah.
are okay now, I think.
Yes, sir. So I discussed my case with you earlier during January for H1B unemployment issue related to H1B unemployment days when they will start. So I know about the when my severance period will end and then my days will kick in. We had discussed that. So my question to you is, सर जब चेंज ऑफ स्टेटस के लिए अप्लाई करेंगे फॉर B2 तो वो ड्यूरेशन में मेरा स्टेटस क्या रहेगा, लाइक व्हेन वी हैव अप्लाइड एंड वी आर वेटिंग टू हियर बैक फ्रॉम USCIS.
Applied for what?
B2 for change of status.
So that's called authorized period of stay.
Okay, sir.
It's not supposed to be complete status, but it's
Okay.
supposed to be a permission to stay in the United States. Guys, I have a lot of people waiting in the waiting room. There's about 9 people right now. I cannot admit any more people. I wish I had more time. I
And
keep thinking I'm going to do more calls than once a week, but just time is not there. Only that many hours. My apologies. I can't let any more people in. हाँ जी सर, कुछ रह गया आपका?
सर और एक दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि आपसे ये पूछना था कि अभी कुछ इश्यूज आ रहे हैं क्या, RFEs आ रहे हैं, लाइक इफ
हाँ,
वी आर ट्राइंग
बहुत
टू.
बहुत RFEs. आई टोल्ड यू ना, आपने
हाँ
सुना कि नहीं पता नहीं कि
हाँ
दो
हाँ हाँ.
दो क्लासिफिकेशंस में आ रहे हैं RFE.
राइट
अगर
सर.
तो B1 B2 है तो उसमें वो बोल रहे हैं कि यू कांट बी लुकिंग फॉर अ जॉब, विच इज द ट्रूथ. आई एम लुकिंग फॉर अ जॉब and
राइट.
it should be allowed because that is what the Biden administration did. That was declared policy.
राइट
And
सर.
if you want to change a policy like that, you should be doing it by regulations. And second is when you try to convert to F1, they are raising these issues about, oh, do you have connection with India, ties to India, things like that, which
राइट
is a
सर.
farce in my opinion anyway.
राइट सर. और सर लास्ट एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन था कि मैं बैकअप ऑप्शन के लिए कनाडा का ओपन वर्क परमिट अप्लाई करने के लिए सोच रहा था.
I don't see any harm in that, Ji. I don't see any harm in that.
सो लाइक इवन इफ यू हैव अप्लाइड फॉर B2 चेंज ऑफ स्टेटस
No
ना.
harm. No harm.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू सर.
You're welcome. All the best. Aishwarya ji, go ahead.
Uh,
Aishwarya Arya, go ahead.
yes, हेलो राजीव जी. सो मैंने B2 एक्सटेंशन फाइल किया था, उस पर अभी रिसेंटली RFE आया है. और
But 1 second. First you got a B2, then you filed an extension.
यस सर, B2 फर्स्ट अप्रूव हो गया
वो
था.
बहुत तंग कर रहे हैं उसमें तो वो लोग.
हाँ जी सर, आपसे कंसल्ट किया था उस टाइम पे अक्टूबर में, एंड देन RFE दिया अभी उन्होंने एक्सटेंशन पे. आई गॉट 3 रीजंस, टॉप रीजंस विच आर शोइंग होम टाइज, एंड देन यही स्टेट किया उन्होंने कैच ऑल वाला, एंड देन उन्होंने बोला अपना टूरिज्म और फाइनेंसेस दिखाओ. सो अभी द थिंग इज कि मेरा H1B ऑलरेडी गया था, जॉब मिल गई, H1B फाइल हुआ, एंड देन 9th डे ऑन द प्रीमियम प्रोसेसिंग, बेसिकली वो 15 डेज में से देन दे गॉट टू माई B2 एंड RFE इशू किया. सो लाइक क्या एविडेंस शो करना चाहिए अभी RFE को सपोर्ट करने के लिए?
For ties to India.
यस सर, टाइज टू इंडिया, टूरिज्म का तो है प्रूफ, एंड देन लाइक B2 हमने एज सच B2 के पर्पसेस के लिए यूज किया उसके लिए.
So one of the arguments I am making is that not only was B2 considered to be a legitimate activity, it was encouraged by the Biden administration. Okay. If you
Okay.
look at their archived page, it says so. All right. And the second thing I'm saying is if you want to change that policy, you should do it clearly because the archival says some of this content may still be useful.
Okay.
And I would submit that the content about applying for B2 in between jobs should be something that's useful and should survive. And number three, if you want to change a long-term policy, you must do it by regulation. You can't do it overnight without giving people notice.
Okay, sir. So आप अभी like successful cases देख रहे हो इसमें B2
We
extension?
filed a few responses taking those kind of arguments. We'll see.
Okay. And sir, another question was they asked कि अपना वापस का पूरा itinerary दिखाओ कि you will go back to home country.
So
So
one of the
थोड़ा
things you can and should argue is that I'm not a normal B1 B2 जो यहाँ पे घूमने के लिए आया.
right.
I'm an H1 to B2 conversion. Here is the money in the bank. You can see this. I'll buy a ticket anytime you want me to.
Okay, so ऐसा अभी टिकट खरीद के उनको नहीं शो करना है because that
Some
will
people are doing
contradict.
it.
Okay.
Somebody's case I finished last week. He actually bought a ticket. So
Okay.
I don't think it should be necessary, but you know,
Okay.
can't find fault with that idea.
ठीक
Alright.
है sir. हाँ जी.
All
Thank you.
the best, G.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Chris, go ahead. Chris, DC.
Hi, how's it going? Yeah, so my situation is I'm on an H-1B, and my company has done perm for EB3. Priority date is August 2024. I'm rest of world, so perm was approved, and we've applied for the I-140 this week.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I was eligible for EB2 since I have a master's, but when the lawyer made the job spec, they didn't include the requirement for the master's. So I asked my company HR if we could start EB2 now. And they said that when they spoke to the legal team shared that if we submit a new EB2 petition, completion date would actually push us out to March 2030. And right now, with your EB3 application, we're expecting it to be completed by May 2029. That was just their
But you know,
estimate.
Chris, it's better to have a backup option as well. What is the guarantee that the dates will continue as they are? So
Yeah, so I mean, basically, my question is their assessment correct? Do you think I should push them harder to
I
kind
think
of start
there's a
EB2 now?
there's a more difficult issue here, Chris. The more difficult issue is, can I do an EB2 for the same job for which I did an EB3?
Okay.
And the answer is probably not. Can I do it for a lateral position or an elevated position, which is a future position to be given to me when I actually get a green card? That is always the case. So if you are going to do a B2, which you should, it should be for a different position than the one that was certified for EB3.
Okay, so the point is it would basically look suspicious if we did two applications for the same one.
No, it's not a question of looking suspicious. It's a question of good faith intention. It is my intention. Look, you're an important employee. We want to accommodate you, and we know we are going to promote you in 2 years to XYZ position. So the law allows me to file for a future job.
Yeah.
We filed one for the present job, and we can file one for the future job.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the idea.
Presumably, they'd have to give me the future job if we got EB2 then.
Within reasonable time after the green card is approved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So, by the way, Australia, UK, or New Zealand?
None of them. I'm Irish.
Aha, even better. Irish people are just like Punjabis. Hard drinking, hard singing, hard dancing, and hard fighting.
Agreed.
So, Irish are the Punjabis of the Western Hemisphere. Good to make your acquaintance.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye. Ronak Patel. Ronak ji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv sir. Hi, how are you?
Good ji, good. How are you?
I'm good. So I'll just explain my situation. So currently I'm on H1B grace period and it expires on March 28th. And I reached out to Anna Baker this last Tuesday and I sent all the documents to change the file of change of status to F1 in premium processing.
Okay.
So do you think should I also do B1, B2 just in case for backup purpose?
I was advising that to people, Ronak ji. I'm not so sure anymore because they did bring it up in one of the cases that I was looking at, giving advice on. And they said it looks like you just want to stay. And so I'm a little hesitant about advising that.
Okay.
Um,
And
you
my
know,
I-94 admission, like my I-94 admission until date is expired on, and also my H-1B stamp is also expired. So will this affect in my F1 application?
I-94 expired, how does that work? Because see, what happens is you have grace period for 60 days after the day you quit or the job ends, or the time remaining on your I-94, whichever is less.
So my I-94 was expired last year in September, and I got layoff from the job in January 28th in this year.
So you don't have any grace period and you're already accruing unlawful presence. How did the I-94 expire? Did you not get a new I-94 when you applied for H-1B?
Um, yeah, my H-1B, like my employer, they extended my H-1B. So currently my H-1B on the receipt notice, the date is mentioned is it's valid until June this year. But
Until
my
June this year. No,
I-94 when I,
then,
yeah.
so you have an I-94 that says June this year.
But when I check on I-94 website, it shows me.
Don't confuse the two. I-94, there are two sources of I-94.
Okay.
One source is the Customs and Border Protection, which kicks in when you leave the United States and come back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one you can see online. The other source is when you apply for a change of status within the United States. They are both equally valid. So that the one that you apply through USCIS comes with the approval notice 797A with
Yeah.
the I-94 at the bottom. And if you have that till June, you should be okay.
Yeah, that I have till until June. So that is okay. So I got confused in both this I-94.
Yeah, you're just confusing them. That's fine.
Yeah, and one last question. If so, right now, if I get F1 visa, and later if I get a job after June this year, so which is my expiry date of H1B, so my new employer will needs to like they need to file my new H1B petition, or can I just transfer my current H1B?
Okay, so first of all, don't get confused with transfer, new, doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
What is more important is, do you have to go through the lottery again? The answer is no.
Okay.
Okay, but one thing I would very strongly recommend is, uh, if you get the F1 approval and you want to convert to H1B, talk to me one time before you do that.
Okay, sure, I'll do.
Okay. All the best,
Um,
Ronak ji.
yeah, thank you, sir, for having.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Divya ji, go ahead. Divya, just Divya. Divya. All right. Jidnyasa.
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Thank you for helping. I had also reached out to you 2 years ago, and you had advised, like, okay, I'll just put my situation. 2 years ago, I was laid off when I was on H1B. That time, you suggested it's best if I go on B1, B2. Okay, and I did my change of status. I got a job, and I changed back to H1B. Now, after 2 years, my position has still again got impacted. Okay, I'm on my 60 days grace period right now, and that is ending in on April 5. Okay, right now, I'm yet to hear from one of the companies about the offer, but I only have like 20 days left right now, approx 20 days. So I'm wondering what is the best option I should go. Should I do B1, B2 again, or should I? And I'm not married, so I cannot do H4.
Yeah, I personally think, let's look at the doomsday analysis.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't apply for a B1, B2 and my H1B is not filed, I go out of status. I have to leave the United States.
Okay.
If I leave the United States and somebody from the United States later on gives me a job and wants to convert me to H1B, they have to pay $100,000.
Okay.
I don't have a choice. I have to apply for something.
Right.
And to me, the most honest thing is to be absolutely upfront. I'm applying for B1, B2 to maintain status while I look for a job. If I don't get a job, I leave the United States. Government could give you a kickback saying, oh, this is not a legitimate activity and this and that. And my answer to that is it is a legitimate activity. We'll see what happens with the current. Uh, oh, you know what? I screwed up. I actually changed pages. There was the first page of Zoom, and I ended up on the second page of Zoom and started calling people from there. My apologies, folks. I'm back on first page now. Okay. So going back to what I was saying, I don't think we have a choice but to apply. All right.
Okay. So, will that show like a pattern or something, or will that put
No,
me in
it's
like a...
I am not afraid of a pattern. I mean, it is the truth. I'm not lying to anybody.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All the best to you. B as in boy. Go ahead. B as in boy.
Hi Rajiv ji, should I wait?
आप वेट करिए जी प्लीज. I am back on the first page. B as in boy. Go ahead.
Hi,
Rajiv.
hello Rajiv ji. My question was I'm currently a day one CPT student and I'm working full time as a project manager. I have just landed another role on a contract basis, but this is for legal training. This is based off of my older master's. Um, am I allowed to take on an additional role while I have a full time role?
Two reasons I don't think you can. One reason is that it's not related to your education.
Okay.
And the second reason, uh, okay, it was B as in boy, not Bhavi. Anyhow. So I don't know who I called on and who answered. So going back to, I don't think you can. You can discuss it with your DSO if there's any hook they can place, but I don't think you can. All right.
Gotcha. All right.
All
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank you.
Take care. B as in boy, bhai. Go ahead.
Hi Rajiv ji, thanks for organizing this call. This is called I joined regarding my DOL complaint
Oh,
as
I
a
remember, and they closed the case, right? I remember.
yes. Actually, I received a letter stating that the organization owes the amount of X. Here my first question is, should I consider this as a official determination letter?
Yeah, because they should be now asking the employer to pay. If the
Okay.
employer doesn't pay you, what they are going to do is they can ban him from the H-1B or green card filings for 3 years.
Okay. And but in the letter it is showing only like a two months of payments are owed. So it is indicating that they will be willing to pay wages for only 2 months out of nearly like 12 months owed.
Yeah, you can always file an appeal. This is something you can do. You can get a lawyer and file an appeal, but that's going to take more money. I personally think that you should contact the well,
Supervisor.
give me 1 second. Not the
Okay.
actually, it is the solicitor's office, the lawyers.
Okay.
But you may not be able to do it because it requires some legal arguments to be made. The problem is, if you get a lawyer, it costs money, and you're putting in more money into this. I hate to suggest that to you,
Okay.
but and I don't think you can handle this yourself from this point onwards. You can try to write a letter, okay? That's probably not a bad idea. Write a letter why you think it's not an appropriate resolution, that they actually owed you money and they still owe you money because they never offered you one-way ticket back to your home country.
Yes.
Write that letter, that they never, you can write this, employer never bona fide terminated my job. They
Okay.
have never to this day offered me a one-way ticket back to my home country.
Okay.
Okay. Just write a 2-line letter, see what happens.
So to whom I need to write the
You
letter?
write it to him and to his supervisor both.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you, Rajiv.
You're welcome. Vignesh ji, go ahead, Vignesh.
Hi, Rajiv ji. My question here is like, I was on L2 status. Once my spouse was on L1B, she lost her job. We filed for B2 change of status together. And last year she got her H1B picked in the lottery. So she also had her H1B petition approved, which started on October 1st last year. But our B2 change of status was denied, stating that she's already on H1B status.
Sure, that makes sense.
We also tried to appeal it, but they still gave the same reason that
No, but that
she's
if
on.
she already has an H1, they're not going to give her a B2, right?
Okay. But her status was from October 1st. We applied the B2 from May 23 to.
But Vigneshji, if they gave you an H1B with the I-94, why are you worried?
Okay. We were having 4 months of time till the H1B kicks in October 1st.
I've answered your question.
Okay.
If
So
they
now.
gave you an I-94, that's all you really worry about.
So now my H4 change of status is pending. So it is pending from June 1st. So will they consider that notice to deny for the B2 change of status, and they may deny this H4 change of status?
They should not. You can, you have a lawyer who did the H4?
Yeah.
Contact them. And did you file your case premium processing?
No, it was filed. My spouse case and my spouse H1B and my H4 was filed separately.
Okay. But were they, her H1 was premium processing or no?
Yeah, her H1 was premium processed.
You tell the lawyers to send an email to the premium processing service center or premium processing center and just say, can you please look into this H4? It should have been approved.
Okay. Even though if they filed both different separately?
That's okay. Just go ahead and try it anyway. It was filed close in time, right? It wasn't filed too far apart in time.
No, it was filed close in time, and it's pending for 9 months.
Give it a shot anyway, and if nothing else, your lawyer's office can call the USCIS customer service and ask to speak with the level 2 officer, adjudication officer.
Okay. Thank you.
All the best, Ji. Sushmita ji, go ahead, Sushmita.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. So I'm currently on my OPT, and my STEM OPT would be starting from August.
Okay.
And my husband applied for his F2 visa when I was doing my master's, like back in May 2024.
Okay.
So when he went for his visa interview, visa officer didn't even ask any questions. He just gave him the 214B, and he told him that reapply once your wife gets a job. So now I'm working currently, and is it my question here is like, is it a good time for him to reapply because my OPT ends in 4 months and my STEM OPT starts from August?
Yeah, tell him to go and reapply. Yeah.
Okay. I thought like, should I wait for my STEM OPT to be approved, or should I wait, or how is it?
What is the wait time for visa stamping for F2?
He actually is seeing the openings right now across the consulates.
Are you filing your STEM OPT premium?
Not yet. Like until since I had like 4 months left, I thought of doing it next month. If I do it, okay,
I would,
premium process.
if you still have 4 months left on your F1 OPT, and he's got an opening for an appointment, I would do it now.
Okay, so can I do it a premium process and ask him to apply?
Well, you don't have to do it premium processing necessarily, but you have 90 days in which you file the STEM OPT, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully by the time he goes for the interview, you can prove that you applied for STEM OPT also.
Okay. And there also, while filling his DS 160, there's a column called duration and the rejection reason because he's reapplying for the visa. So what should be the ideal duration he has to mention? Earlier he has mentioned like 1 year. What would be the
I don't know
actual
what
duration?
duration is. Are you saying duration of the F2
Right.
petition?
Yeah.
He should make it all the way to the end of your STEM OPT.
Okay. And what would be the ideal rejection reason he can mention? Can he mention the same thing?
It was 214B. I mean, it's not like you have a menu of choices. It's only one reason.
Right. Okay. Can he say that the visa officer suggested that he asked him to reapply when his wife gets a job or something?
That's a very
He can
good
mention
idea.
that.
Absolutely do that.
Okay.
And in brackets, you can say he was an idiot. No, don't say. No, just say that I was asked to reapply when my wife has a job.
Okay, so yeah, thank you so much. That's it I had.
All the best. Yeah, idiot is never a good idea. You can think it, but don't say it.
Sure.
All
Thanks
the
a lot,
best.
sir.
Garima ji, go ahead. Garima Raman.
Good afternoon, Rajiv ji.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for taking the question. I've discussed my case earlier with you. Just to refresh you, I'm currently in my 60-day H-1B grace period, which ends on April 4th. During this grace period, I filed change of status to H4 along with an H4 EAD application. My question is, if I receive an offer after 4th of April, what options would I have to start working?
You see, the problem is when you are in between, if you are outside your
Hanji.
grace period,
Hmm.
then you have to wait for the H4 approval before you apply for H1B. It's very unlikely, not impossible, but very unlikely that they will give you H1B with a pending status.
Okay.
So I don't know what the wait time for H4s is. If you could
Okay.
just go to India, get an H4 visa stamp and come back, then you can apply for H1 right away.
Why actually wait times, I think, are people are not getting appointments. That's my assumption right now.
अरे मस्ती करो, कितनी बार मिलेगा टाइम आपको इस तरह से मस्ती करने का? Now you
ये
have
लगता है कि बहुत gap ना आ जाए and then already the market is very saturated.
I'm hearing that all the people who had been fired because of AI are all being hired back now. Somebody was saying, one of the people I know, he says, 1.5 years I have no offer. Now in 1 week I have 3 offers.
I'll ask. I wish I could reach out to that person. कि एक offer मिल जाए.
I hope it's getting better, but I don't know for sure.
So one quick question. So if I get a job offer after my grace period ends, मेरे को क्या 100K fees लगेगा?
नहीं. If you get H4 approved, पहली बात तो when H4 is still pending, grace period is over, you are now in suspense. That's the black hole of immigration law.
Right.
But once the H4 is approved and you do a change of status to H1 within USA, there's no 100,000.
Okay, got it. But इस सब के according, I have to wait till H4 gets approved, right?
तभी तो बोल रहा हूँ, just cultivate हुक्का, आराम से मस्ती करो, कोई जरूरत नहीं ज्यादा काम करने की, बहुत कर लिया. ठीक है.
ठीक है. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All the best. Akash Sehgal. Akash ji.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. Mera question is a two-part question. I'll walk you through the background first. So, back in January 2024, I was on H1B status and I was laid off. मैंने change of status file किया था March 2024 में to F1 and started day one CPT with Harrisburg University. March में ही I got an offer with another company, so I started with them on day one CPT. Then later on in Feb 2025, I got another offer from another company and they were ready to sponsor my H1B. So I went with them, went back on H1B with them. And recently on February 28th, I was again impacted by a layoff. So I filed a change of status again back to F1 क्योंकि मेरे अभी 2 सेमेस्टर और बाकी हैं for my masters. And I did a premium processing. Now I've gotten a RFE from USCIS. जिसमें they have asked for a couple of things. I have already shared them with that. I have prepared documentation from Harrisburg University के course का duration and all of that. मेरी previous masters की transcript भी 3 months की pay stubs, recent bank statements, मेरे इंडिया के बैंक अकाउंट्स का I've gotten a notice from them reflecting that I have accounts with them. I've also gotten a letter from my parents that I live with them in India while I was there. I also got 5 years ka lease history with me, jo they have asked for. Two things that I am running issues into is that one, they have asked ke Harrisburg is far from where I'm in Jersey City right now. So they wanted how approve के how would you be attending the classes. और मैं अपनी पर्सनल कार से ड्राइव करके जाता हूँ तो आई एम नॉट श्योर व्हाट टू शेयर विद देम. और
Where do you live, Akash ji?
आई एम इन जर्सी सिटी, न्यू जर्सी.
So at least you get gas somewhere in the way. So you'll have credit card records for that.
I should have credit card records, but while on H1B, I took 2 semesters का break भी from क्योंकि I can मेरे
So
college.
पहली बात तो यह है कि while you're on H1B, you're not required to have proof that you are attending classes.
अच्छा, okay.
It's only during CPT time you need to prove it.
Okay. So I'll try to locate अगर
But
gas.
I'll tell you something. The fact that you continue on H1B to finish your course is very strong evidence that you are a genuine student.
I see. Okay. My recently जो last semester था वो मैंने H1B में ही किया था.
And that's very strong evidence. So
Okay.
submit that to show that you were a genuine student.
Okay, okay, I'll show that. And the second thing they were asking was for के financial कुछ ऐसा दिखाओ document के whether you will be able to fly back to your home country or you have tickets. So उसमें मैं should I show the finances or should I book a ticket, one-way ticket and
No,
share?
I wouldn't give the ticket. I mean, of course, if they gave you an option, then of course finances is much better.
Okay, okay, I'll show the finances. And a second question था मेरा with respect to the backup option. In case I get a rejection, क्योंकि मेरा university they told me that because you only have 2 semesters remaining, there might be a case where you might get a rejection. तो उस case में so I have grace period ending April 29th. तो can I file for a B1 B2? उसमें कोई challenges तो नहीं आएंगे?
अभी मैं बहुत कंफ्यूज हो गया हूँ, आपकी स्टोरी बहुत लंबी हो गई। आई एम लाइक ए लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल। आई लूज द कॉन्टेक्स्ट आफ्टर अ व्हाइल।
हाँ जी, तो अभी मेरे 2 सेमेस्टर बाकी हैं एंड तो मैंने यूनिवर्सिटी को जब डिटेल्स मांगी थी दे वर लाइक
बट आर
इनके
यू ऑन F1 राइट नाउ और H1?
आई एम ऑन H1 राइट नाउ। आई हैव अगेन फाइल्ड फॉर चेंज ऑफ स्टेटस टू F1 क्योंकि 2 सेमेस्टर अभी रिमेनिंग है मेरे।
आई थिंक यू हैव अ गुड केस फॉर F1 आकाश जी।
ओके, हाँ जी, ठीक है, तो आई फाइल फॉर दैट इन केस अगर इन केस इन लाइक 10% चांस आई गेट अ रिजेक्शन देन वुड आई बी एलिजिबल फॉर B1 B2 में फाइल कर सकता हूँ वाइल इन यूएस?
नाउ because your H1B is no longer there, right?
My H1B is grace periods end April 29th.
Yeah, so because if after April 29th you have no grounds to apply for anything from within the United States.
अच्छा, पर so अभी in case I get the reject because I have done premium processing for the change of status अभी वाला भी in case I get a decision उससे पहले April 29th से
हाँ,
पहले।
then you can apply B1 B2, लेकिन कठिन होगा, मिलेगा नहीं इतने आराम से।
अच्छा, ओके, और एक और लास्ट फॉलो अप
आकाश जी, I
क्वेश्चन।
have to go, आप बहुत क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हैं।
ओके, श्योर श्योर सर,
All the
थैंक
best.
यू सो मच
काव्या
सर।
जी, yeah, I have a bunch of people waiting, बहुत सारे लोग वेट कर रहे हैं। काव्या जी, go ahead please.
Hi. So I'm on currently on OPT, like it's my final year. Like it'll be ending on like June. So after that, my H1 starts. So I have not triggered it till now. So the thing is, you know that AI has come, everything has come. Right now, I'm doing a data analyst job. So can I change it to service now? So because I got approval from approval of H1B as a data analyst, and I have done my master's in service now. I mean, a project I've done in service now.
देखो ऐसा है कि first of all, it's a very bad idea not to trigger your H1B. In future, and for most people, I recommend that you immediately change status to H1B when you can. Don't wait. When was your H1B approved, a year back, or was it approved for this October?
A year back, like March, last March.
So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Go ahead and give it a shot. Please apply for a change of status before 1 year is up. Okay. So
Okay.
apply for it as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Once it is approved,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got 1, 2, or 3 paychecks, you want to change to, so service now, when you are in service now, you can do one of the two things. You're either a systems analyst who does all the configuration, or you also do the coding to consume APIs or to connect with databases, etc. Again, APIs or ODBC to khatam ho gaya. But you know what, basically you can either be a software developer or a systems analyst who does only configuration, or you can be both. So whatever you do, you'll have to do it in the second iteration of your H1B filing. Don't do it right now. There's no way to do that.
Okay, understood.
ठीक है?
Okay. Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kartika Suresh, Kartika ji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv ji. So, I had a question like similar to the I-94 like difference. So basically, like I entered US in May 8, 2025, and they put my I-94 date from the CBP as October 10, 2025, which was my stamping date, like visa stamping ending date. And I have an I-79 which says I-94 as 2027 date. So basically doesn't match right now. So I am worried like if I should contact CBP and make those updates, or like what could be done in this scenario?
Did they? It looked like they just messed up. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's snowing outside. Wow. I thought we were done with snow. Okay, so it's what is the most recent issued I-94? Is it the one from the USCIS or is it one from the CBP with the visa matching date?
From the CBP.
Yeah, you need to contact CBP and have them correct it.
Okay. So like, yeah, like I can directly contact them and have those corrected with respect to the I-79
Absolutely.
date.
Go
Okay.
for it. All right.
Okay.
All the
Thank you
best.
so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alapji, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for these calls.
Of course.
So, I'm currently on STEM OPT, which is going to end in May 26, and I have one last chance left for H1B. So, my employer will file for it, and if all goes well, my name got picked in the lottery. I'm planning to do premium processing and get the approvals. So, I have a question that if my change of status is approved, uh, if I have for some reason depart the US before 1st of October, can I use my approval to schedule an interview like later and get
You
come
bring
back?
$100,000 with you if you do that.
Or even if it's change of status approval, still I have to pay 100K?
Because if you leave before the change of status is approved, you have opened yourself to 100,000.
No, once it is approved and then if I leave.
Oh, if it is approved, but you're still leaving before October 1st, right?
Yes.
There is nothing that covers that situation in the
Yeah.
proclamation.
So I read the proclamation over there. They have mentioned that once your change of status is approved, if subsequently you leave the US, then you can use that approval to
Yeah, the
schedule
only
and
difference is you are leaving before October 1st. Should
correct.
that matter? I don't think so, but I don't know. That's why I said it's not covered by the proclamation.
So
All right.
what
So I
do
have to
you
move on. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't have time for you to think, okay? I just have to keep moving.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, all the best, ji. Amanji, go ahead. Aman Singhal.
Hi, Rajiv, sir. My question is around H1B grace period and transfer. So my 60 days of grace period end on March 17th. I have found a new employer. They have given me access to the portal. So probably by end of day tomorrow, I would have everything filed. But should I tell them that I need a change of status?
Amanji, they have an LCA already for you.
No. So they will file for LCA also probably
You
tomorrow.
don't have enough time. You only have 5 days to March 17th. And it
Correct.
takes 7 business days to get the LCA.
Correct. So I will have to file for a B2 in the meantime, or I can go out of status and let them process.
It's an interesting situation. Have your lawyers look at something. I don't think it will apply. There is an additional 10 days to leave the country, but that only applies at the end of your I-94. So normally what they do is if your approval notice says you are approved till July 15th, 2026, they'll add 10 days to it. And
Okay.
your I-94 will say you can leave by July 2026, July 26th, 2026. So
Yeah.
they'll add 10 days to your I-94. They don't do that if you are in the middle of the H1B. You can ask because all you need is a few days. If you
Correct.
don't have that, what I would do is I would apply for a B1 and say I just need 2 weeks extra.
Okay. And I have the offer letter. So should I share that in the documents?
Yeah. So let's see how that goes. All right.
Okay. Would you recommend going out of country instead of doing that?
100,000. If you
Okay.
have the money, by all means.
No. Second question is when they ask for do I require a change of status or H1B transfer, what should I say?
You are already on H1B.
Correct. But by the time they file, I might have filed a B2.
You
So
have to let them decide how they want to file. That's not your and my job. That's up to the lawyers.
got it. Final question is that my previous employer did not give me any grace period. I was told Wednesday late or Friday.
They're
Is
not
there any?
required to, yeah, unless the state law requires something or there's a contract.
Yeah,
You are not required to give anybody 2 weeks notice, and they are not required to give you any notice.
got it. All good. Thank you.
All the best, G.
Thank you.
AB, go ahead, AB.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you so much for doing this service. I have two questions. First question is regarding 485. I applied my 485, downgraded to EB3,
Mhm.
and then I did a dub in 2022. But later, since there wasn't visa allocated, so I said my status went to CRP. And now, with the last visa bulletin, we see the filing date charge moved to November 2014. So do you recommend, applying for a fresh 485 with EB2, or I can still stick with my DUB, which is still active?
If you have two I-140 approvals, I usually file a second 485. Government may not
Okay.
like it, but I don't really care what they like. It leaves me more options if I have two 485s pending. You don't have any problem with the Child Status Protection Act, children turning 21 or something, right?
No, I don't have that actually.
Yeah, so then there's no problem. I would probably do a second 485.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. My last question is I'm in India right now. I'm working remotely. My employees support that. So I'll be staying here till May, and I do have
You
my.
cannot do a 485 unless you are in the US.
Oh, I know that. I know that. So I'll be, once I return back to US, I can do my EB2 485. But my
Yes, sir.
question is when I come back, I do have an approved H1B, and I also have an AP and EAD approved. So which option should I take? Should I come through H1B or through AP?
Absolutely come through H1B. No doubt in my mind about it. Okay.
Okay. So there won't be any question raised why
That I
you
can't get
stayed in
into.
India.
Talk to your lawyers about that. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
All
Okay,
the
sounds
best.
good. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Sakarji, go ahead. Sakar Joshi.
Hi, sir. How are you? Sir, I'll let you know the situation of mine. So currently I have 45 days left on my OPT clock. The scene is that my OPT card is already been approved, but they have mailed me, but somehow it has gone back to USCIS, stating undelivered. So currently I only have 45 days, and I have asked them to email it multiple times, but got no response from them. They were saying that, okay, we have taken your request, but I still didn't have the card. And I also asked the congressman of my area to help, so he also submitted the request on behalf of me. And recently, when I asked again to USCIS, they said I asked for tracking number, and they said that they have received the request on 5th of March, and I should get my card within 30 days. So, sir, I had two questions. That since it is approved, is there any way to stop the clock without having the physical card?
I can't think of anything. But here's one thing you can do, and I hope it doesn't create more confusion. One of the things, there's something called receipt rule. Receipt rule says if I apply for a replacement EAD, I can start working with the receipt of that replacement request, and I can continue working for up to 90 days.
Okay. And should I contact USCIS for that?
No, you have to refile the I-765.
Oh, okay.
So
And since the H1, this is my first time that I can apply for H1. So if I apply for H1, is there any way that the clock can be stopped?
see, the problem is H1B will become effective only in October 1st.
Okay.
However, there is an interesting angle to this. The angle is tell your lawyers, if you get selected in the lottery, tell your lawyers to file for your H1B not in June, but in April as quickly as possible.
Okay.
What does that do? That triggers gap extension.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have permission to work. We don't care about what they did with the EAD card. Gap extension is an I-20 that the school can give to you showing that you have work authorization for 1 year.
Okay. And it might work since my last day is April 26th. So if they file
If they
H1
file with
before
a
that,
change of status request before April 26, which they can,
okay.
then you get automatic cap extension. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
All the best, Ji. Mahantesh Ji, go ahead, Mahantesh Ji.
Yes. Hi, Rajiv. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Actually, my wife is on F1 OPT.
Mhm.
So I had filed for F2 when she was studying. During a summer break, I wanted to go meet her. So I filed for F2, but they gave me a 2 and 4B. uh, they just asked like few questions like where you're working and everything. Then I am working in India for a big firm. So he asked me about it, and they just gave me a 2 and 4B. Now I want to reapply again, and she's on her OPT, and it
Didn't
would
she
be
just talk to
starting.
me? Didn't your wife just talk to me just a few minutes ago?
No, it's similar kind of situation.
Okay. So different wife and different husband. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So even her OPT also, like STEM OPT also starting somewhere, I think August or October.
okay.
So,
A lot of
so that's
scenarios.
why I just wanted to check, like if I'm applying now, so what all the things should I consider
I can't.
during the
Mahantesh Ji,
intended stay?
no, you should be honest as long as the law allows you, which is to the end of her STEM OPT.
Okay, okay. Should I get a leave approval letter from my organization that can confirm the ties back to India?
I look, Mahantesh Ji, it's basically a farce. This ties to India, all this idea, because
Okay.
it's not as though you can't resign from USA. If you come to USA, you can resign from there. And this whole thing is a farce. I mean, I find that idea of ties to India as the most ridiculous requirement that I can think of. Most of the ties are transferable or severable. It's not the end of the world. If you want to get a leave letter, um,
Mhm.
again, I think it's counterintuitive because if you want to go to USA for X number of years, you don't want to be on leave, you want to resign. I probably
Correct.
would not carry such a letter.
Okay, okay. So I'll have to be honest, and intended stay should be till her
As
visa
long as the
ends,
law
right?
permits me, which is basically
Mhm.
based upon her F2, sorry, her EAD authorization. Okay.
Okay, okay. Got it. Yeah.
All the best.
Thanks, Ajit.
You're welcome. Take care.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
RP, go ahead, please. RP.
हेलो
RP.
राजीव जी
Hello, Ji.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है आई एम ऑन H1B.
Mm-hmm.
My F I don't have the F1 visa. It expired last year.
Okay.
My passport is expiring in December of this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have recently transferred to a new employer. So they have filed the H1B. It got approved. Everything happened. I got the approval notice. So now the question is, with all this scenario, can I travel to Canada for like less than like a week?
Okay. You have anything pending right now? Any change of
No,
status pending?
no.
Yeah. So, and you have an I-94 for your
Yes,
H-1B, which is valid.
yes. It is valid for next 3 years because I
Yeah.
got
So,
the
so
H1B like last month.
you are covered by automatic visa revalidation, right? You already know that AVR.
Yes, I know that. I was
Okay.
just confused that since my F1 stamp is not valid and
No,
I
but
don't
if
have a
you,
H1B
but
stamp.
RPG, by the way, RPG becomes rocket propelled grenade. So I don't think I want to call you RPG. Okay. So what happens is, if you had a visa already, why would you need AVR,
Yeah.
right? So AVR covers those situations where you don't have a visa for the class in which you are trying to re-enter. I
Okay.
don't see any problem. All right.
Okay. And then to travel, since I'm traveling for the company work, what documents should I request from the company so I can
You should
travel
have a
back?
letter. letter that describes the job that you are doing, how it is connected to your petition, why
Hmm.
you are going, and when you come back, you will have the same job available to you. Your lawyer should
Okay.
be able to take care of that. All right.
Okay. And then should I like travel with like pay stubs and all that, like the
I
approval
always,
notice?
whatever you can conveniently carry, bring with you. Why not?
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
You're
Yeah. Thank you
welcome.
so much. Thanks.
All the best. Ankit ji, go ahead, Ankit.
Yes, Rajiv ji. Hi. So currently I'm on my FN STEM OPT, which is valid till June of 2026. But I was recently laid off and I have like 20 days of unemployment days remaining right now. But my consultancy is still running the payroll and willing to file my H1B under level 2 wage for the upcoming lottery. So, I mean, because of family reason, Rajiv ji, I'm planning to go back to India like on the April 1st week. So my question is, if I go to India before or during the H1B filing window and my H1B gets selected, can my employer still file the H1B petition while I'm outside the US?
Yeah, just
Also,
bring 100,000 with you. That's all.
okay. And one more question, Raja. Also, if the petition file is approved, while I'm in India and the consultancy later gets me into project before my student visa gets expired on June. So what will be the correct way for me to return to US? Will it require an H1B stamping or can I do a transaction status from B1 to B2 directly to H1?
That's complicated. Bottom line is, if you're outside the United States, when your H1B is approved, you'll be subject to 100,000. If you
Okay.
can come to the US in another status, then do a change of status to H1B, that could be permissible. But there's another problem. If you enter the US with a preconceived intention to convert to H1B, use B1, B2, government can consider that to be fraud.
Oh,
So be careful with that. Get your H1B approved, get it activated, leave after October.
okay. Okay, sure, Rajiv. Yeah. Thank you.
All the best, Ji.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Manav Ji, go ahead, Manav. Manav. Siddharth Ji.
Yeah. Hello, Rajiv.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you for hosting the session. Yeah. Currently, like I walk you through my scenario. Like I'm on STEM OPT, and it's gonna be ending on June 2026. Yeah, and I have my F1 visa until December 2026. So I have applied for Devon CPT University, and my admit I got it for the summer semester, and I'm currently working. So if it goes through H1B, then it's good. But as I have my Devon CPT starting in May, uh, I will be losing like 2 months of my current work authorization, right? So can I be? Is it possible like the transfer will be taking place from June, the service transfer, or it should be done prior? That's my question.
Service transfer.
Yeah,
I don't
because
understand.
from that day onwards, like I will be getting work authorization, right, for the CPT, Devon CPT.
Okay, I got confused with your narrative. I'm not sure I understand. So currently you are on F1 CPT, OPT,
Yeah, STEM OPT. Yeah.
STEM OPT, and you are going to roll your service over to get
Mhm.
CPT, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and the moment you change universities, your OPT is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, the moment you change schools, your OPT is gone, but your STEM OPT or your CPT kicks in, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So where is the gap? I don't understand that.
No, I mean to say like currently I have the time until June, right? For my STEM OPT. If H1 if H1 is approved and everything, I'm fine. But if it's not approved, like my question is like, can I wait for like from uh, after June? Will that day one CPT will be coming in, or how will it works? Yeah, I'm not aware of that. Yeah.
Okay. So here is the problem. When you file H1B change of status, uh, your your service is suspended. Okay.
Okay.
So you need to discuss this problem with the school that you are transferring to.
Okay.
If you are transferring in June, that may not be possible because your service would be already suspended.
Yes.
So talk with the school how to make that happen. Currently, you're on OPT. When does the OPT expire? June.
June, yeah, June 2020, 26,
So,
2026.
so I think everything, your fate will be decided by March third week or so.
Mhm.
Because if you get selected in lottery and you apply for change of status, you get gap extension. You can continue working.
Okay.
Okay. On the other hand, if you don't get selected, you are okay till June. And if you have to change schools, your service should no longer be, your service would not be suspended because you don't have an H1B change of status pending. So I think it looks straightforward to me. I think your situation, what you need to do will become clear in March, later
Okay.
this month, once the lottery result comes in. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
for now, do nothing, just wait.
Okay, Rajiv. Yeah. Thank you.
All the best to you. Manav ji, go ahead. Manav.
Hello, Rajiv ji.
Hello, sir.
Thank you for this. I had a quick question. Which is kind of different from the conversation I've heard so far. I'm trying to see if I can invest in mutual funds or something like that, and I'm not sure if it is legal to do that on H1B. I've heard on internet it says long-term investments are fine, but day trading is not. So I just wasn't sure about the clarity, so I thought I'll
Yeah,
check with
nobody
you.
really knows the answer to that question, but I tend to hold the same opinion that if it is just a long-term investment, then it's just fine. I see no issue with it. But if you're trying to churn the stock and make money with a daily activity on it, that could be objectionable.
Okay, so long-term mutual fund investment is so far so good.
Go for it, sir. All right.
And another question is renting a property. So if I have a house that I'm trying to rent out a room in that property,
Yeah, I think that's
while
more problematic. That could be a violation of status, in my opinion.
okay, renting is a violation.
I think so.
Because a lot of my friends they have been like renting their
Look, a
like they
lot of
have.
my friends drive over the speed limit. They don't have a ticket. I have 3 tickets.
Oh, okay,
All right.
understood.
All the
Thank you
best.
so much.
You're welcome. Let's go to Akshay ji. Akshay Gaikwad. Akshay. Okay. Harshal Kumar. Harshal ji, go ahead. Are you guys taking?
राजीव सर
हाँ जी हर्षल जी.
हेलो सर अक्षय हियर सॉरी
ओके हर्षल
कैन यू
पहले
हियर मी
अक्षय से बात कर लेते हैं या
हाँ
अक्षय जी गो अहेड. अक्षय जी
हाँ
go
सर
ahead.
मेरे H4 का इशू था सो माय वाइफ I-94 get expired on September last year
अच्छा.
and we filed the extension this year January after 4 months.
Okay.
So
Did you say you filed the extension after your I-94 had expired?
yeah.
So you are asking for nunc-pro-tunc reinstatement of your H4?
Yes, I don't know like what to do right now. So the grace period 180 is ending this March
No,
30.
there's no grace
Mhm.
period. That's not a
Okay.
grace period.
Mhm.
What happens is, if your I-94 expires,
Mhm.
the day after that, the countdown begins. You
Okay.
are illegal in the US, they can deport
Mhm.
you if they want.
Okay.
But what happens is that nothing bad automatically happens to you until the 180th day. On the 180th day, you become barred from entering the US for 3 years. On 365th day, you get barred for 10 years. This is called the 310 bar. You can
Okay.
only
So
go if you take a risk and apply for H4 reinstatement. I mean, the easiest thing is leave the USA before 180 days, go
mhm.
get an H4 visa stamp and come back. And I know it's a long queue,
Yeah.
but that's the safest thing to do. If you
Okay.
apply for H4 reinstatement retroactively because you forgot, there was a mistake of some kind, a government may or may not give it, and by that time you could be subject to 3-year or 10-year bar.
Okay.
So the safest thing appears to be to just go to India before 180 days and apply for an H4 visa and come back. I know that itself takes a long time, but that's the only
And
option I
we
see.
have the receipt number. That doesn't make any sense now. Then.
Receipt number of the H4 filing?
Yeah.
Was the H4 filed timely or it was filed after 4 months?
After expulsion.
That doesn't do anything.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All the best, ji. Harshal Kumar ji, go ahead. Harshal ji, go ahead.
हेलो राजीव जी। सो मेरा क्वेश्चन H1B इस साल का जो फाइलिंग था उसके बारे में है। सो माय एम्प्लॉयर फाइल लाइक सबमिटेड द रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर H1B फॉर दिस ईयर। जो एसओसी कोड था उन्होंने गलत यूज़ किया था। दे यूज़ कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामर एंड मेरा आता है सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर। तो जब उन्होंने बताया मुझे ये बात तो मैंने उनको बोला कि ये अलग-अलग है। कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग के लिए मास्टर्स डिग्री का रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। आई हैव डन अ मास्टर्स, उसके लिए एक्चुअली डिग्री
No,
भी
well,
लगती नहीं है।
hang on. You could have done a PhD and still be okay taking a job as a coder. Your education is not a bar on taking a lower job. Okay, so that is
Okay.
not the issue. The more important issue is what would you be doing in fact. If you'd be working as a programmer, they should never file you as as a software developer. They should never file you as a programmer. That's lying to the government. But if you in fact will be working as a coder, what is the difference between a developer and a programmer? The
सो
difference,
डेवलपर
एक second, let me
ओके
finish.
हाँ
So the developer does two extra things. The developer does systems analysis, gather requirements, create business requirement documentation, things like that. Okay. And two, they do system design. They actually sit down, okay, memory allocation will go like this module will talk to this module in such a way. So their job tends to be at a higher level of technical complexity. A coder or a programmer cannot do systems analysis and cannot do system design. They basically just do coding. They are given the systems analysis documents and they are told, okay, write a program that solves this problem. And they can do QA. Okay. So no system design, no systems analysis. That's the only difference between the two jobs.
Yes, so there's like another part for this question. So जब मैंने उनको बताया about this situation that I am more aligned to a software developer, मेरे HR ने existing application को delete किया and they filed or they submitted one more application. And ये बात मुझे बाद में समझ में आई. So उससे like कुछ issue है, any risks and because ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि USCIS considers that as a manipulation or something like that. And
I look, if it's a genuine mistake, I don't see any problem with it. But I don't know what the fine details of the lottery system are. That's something our team and our techies take care of. As far as the theory is concerned, if I made an erroneous filing and then I realized, oh no, this is wrong, I withdrew it and corrected it and filed, I think I'm okay. All right.
Okay, got it, sir. That was the
All
only
the best,
question I
sir.
had.
By
Thank
the
you
way,
so much.
Harshal ji, if you were indeed given a job as a programmer, their salaries tend to be much lower. You would be in higher category, higher wage level, and that would increase your chances for getting selected in the lottery. The only problem is it has to be truthful. They can't make it up. They can change the job, but they can't change just the job description.
No, sir. So maybe मेरा job like my designation is software developer, but जब HR ने file किया तब उन्होंने गलती से as a computer programmer file किया.
I understand. What I'm
हाँ.
telling you is it would be better for you to be a programmer for the lottery. Because let's say your salary is $100,000. Okay. Software developer, that might be level 2, maybe even level 1. Programmer, it could be level 2 or 3.
Correct. Level 3 में आता है फिर.
Okay. So it is actually better for you to be in the programmer category, but it has to be truthful. If they can, that's what I said, they cannot change just the job description, but they can change the job. They can bring you to the level of a programmer if they wanted to, and I think that would be okay, as long as it was not being done to manipulate just the lottery and they actually had that job. Many times we call people what they are not simply because we are just used to clubbing everybody together as a software engineer or software developer. So anyhow, bottom line, if they have deleted it, corrected it, and they believe they made a mistake the first time, I think that's okay. All right.
Okay, Rajiv ji. Thank you so
All the
much.
best. All the best.
Thank you.
Mahesh ji, go ahead. Mahesh ji. ब्रह्मा
नमस्कार
विष्णु महेश जी।
नमस्कार राजीव जी।
नमस्कार जी।
आप कैसे हैं?
बहुत बढ़िया, मजा ही मजा।
Thank you, sir, for holding this. I have just one question. So the thing is, last year in July, I was laid off. So and my I-94 was expiring in August. So I applied for B2 at that time.
जी।
So this year January, so I was waiting for the B2 result, and B2 result never came. So I applied for B2 extension.
Okay.
So my question is like, is it a good situation to apply for B2 extension? I have already applied, or I should look for day one CPT or other option in this
No, I
scenario?
think it's too late for that, Mahesh ji. If your B2 is not approved, first of all, if your first B2 is not approved, your second B2 is not worth anything. Ronak ji, mute yourself. Okay. Because if your B2 is not approved, then the extension doesn't exist. All right. So even if the B2 is approved, because the B2 time is gone, now you need the extension to stay in status. If the extension is not approved, no matter what you file, it's not going to help you. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the problem. Right now, I don't think you have much of a choice but to sit and wait. When does the extension you had applied for expire?
Oh, extension will expire in August.
No, I'm sorry. I asked the wrong question. My mistake. When you applied for B2, how much time did you ask for? Up to what month year?
Till February this year.
So that is already gone, right? So you're
Yeah.
already beyond your extension period. And before that expired, you filed for an extension, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't think you can do anything but wait. All right.
Okay. And you were saying that these days USCIS is giving a lot of RFEs for B1, B2, and
I don't think there's much we can do about that. But in your case, you could always argue that if you had decided my B2, I might have looked for, I don't know. It's a difficult, it's a very difficult case to argue. Extensions especially. Be prepared for a denial if it comes, and plan your next steps. That's all I can recommend. All right.
okay. Thank you so much.
All the best. Ji.
Thank you.
Raji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thanks for connecting. Actually, I have discussed earlier regarding my case a little bit, but however, I have a few insights to clarify. So the thing is, like, I have a H1B which has a 220 NG pending right now. I went for interview on 12th of February. And the 221G, I think it's mostly because of the wage-based confusion. But however, the documents are clear, and I think the way I explained it and to what was the W2, it is well above the LCA. But there was few Cafe 125, and I did two. I have two LCA, I mean W2s because of change of status. And that kind of created a confusion. My bad, I didn't go through the W2 properly, so I was kind of stumbling to explain, and that created more confusion. But however, the problem now is like because of this 221G delay, my employer withdrew the petition now, the H1B petition, and my employer was contacted from the consulate and asking what I'm doing and things like that. But however, they mentioned that I'm already terminated and the petition is withdrawn. So in this case, if I file, so for example, if I file with a new employer, what happens? So one more thing in connection to this, I have a F1 valid still. I'm planning to probably give a chance by activating a new service and getting a new I-20 and re-enter to see if my luck is okay. But even if I successfully re-enter, what are my chances if I can use the old H1B petition, which is still valid for 5.7 years?
You mean convert from F1 to H1?
Yeah, probably. How long do you advise to wait for to convert from H1 to H1? If I read,
Probably one full semester. This is a complicated
okay,
situation.
yeah,
Talk with your lawyers because
hmm,
what happened with the 221G, why did that happen? None of this is clear to me. Um, I mean I heard you say a bunch of things, but I'm not sure I understand what happened. What I
I
did
mean it
understand
was,
was
hmm,
what I did understand was if I
yeah,
travel out and come back with an F1, or you are already out, right?
yeah. I'm in India.
Yeah, so if I enter the US with an F1 visa, what are the chances of getting in? The answer is nobody knows. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It depends upon the CBP officer. Okay.
Okay.
If you are not allowed to enter, there are two things that can happen. Either they can be kind to you and they can say, look, Raji, we are not going to let you enter. We don't think you
Mm-hmm.
are a genuine student.
Mm-hmm.
You have two choices. Either you try to come in and say, no, I'm going to make my application anyway. In that case, we will formally deny you admission and bar you for 5 years from coming back. Or
Okay.
you can withdraw your application. Okay. In that case, you
Okay.
just turn back and don't you don't have any
Argue.
5 year disqualification. So that
Okay.
that part is clear. When you go for
Okay.
F1, what are your chances? Nobody knows. But they can, if they want to be nasty, bar you from
Okay.
entering for 5 years. And if they let you withdraw your application for admission, please do so. All right.
Okay. I'll do.
That's it.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
best.
But I have a question. Sorry, to ask you this. So if I enter in successfully, how,
You wait at least
permissibilities
one
if it,
full semester, in my opinion. I already answered that question. You're
okay.
done.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
All the best. Aryan ji, go ahead. Aryan.
Hello, Rajiv ji.
Hello, sir.
Uh, Sir, I graduated in December. I am on F1 and I filed my initial OPT I-765 on December 1st. And I gave my OPT start date as January 19, and till today it's no updates on the portal, and people after me are getting their card approved. I was just wondering, is this normal or should I do something?
Normal का तो पता नहीं आर्यन जी, but you should do a follow-up inquiry if you can. Whether you do it through a congressman's office or you call them up directly and through the customer service or go through their online AI assistant,
Yeah.
Emma. But you should inquire, find out what is going on.
Yeah, I called them and they're saying that it's like the processing times are about 4.5 months. I should wait till April 15th and then I can
Okay.
file e-request.
Or you can actually also do a convert it to premium if you want.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can do that, but I was like not sure. I don't have any offer letter. If I would have, then I
हाँ
would.
नहीं फिर तो क्या, then just sit and wait. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All the best जी.
Okay.
Pulkit Grover. Pulkit जी, go ahead.
हाँ जी सर. Hello.
कहाँ गए पुलकित? हाँ, there you are.
Can you hear me, sir? Hi. Thank you. Thank you for
Mhm.
this. So my question is that I'm on my F1 student,
Mhm.
and I've been getting interviews from the non-profit organizations that,
Okay.
and I'm trying to get H1B cap
अच्छा
exempt.
Pulkit, 1 second. Remember, not all non-profit organizations are
Yeah.
cap exempt.
Okay.
There are only two kinds that are cap exempt.
Okay.
Those who are non-profit research
Okay.
or those who are non-profit affiliated with institutions of higher learning.
Okay.
Okay, not all non-profits.
Okay. And what about like a non-profit who has like a government affiliations? Will that be considered?
No, unless the affiliation with the government research organization, they are supporting the function of
Okay.
research. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm trying to think of yeah, it's something that your lawyers can look into in greater detail. But off the top of my head, I don't think that would work.
Okay. And the question is that the role could be a full time and a part time. But for the full time, like how long does it take, like for the cap exam process and for the part time, how does it work?
Well, time is the same for both of them, part time or full time. There is no abbreviation of the process just because you're asking for part
So
time.
like how in weeks, like can you give me an estimate? How
I
long
can,
will
but it's not worth anything. Okay.
it is
So
like
you can just Google USCIS processing times. It'll
uh-huh.
bring you to a page. You select Form I-129 H-1B. It gives
Okay.
you an estimate, probably about 5-6 months, I think.
For cap
But
exempt.
G,
For
it
cap
doesn't matter.
exempt.
Its time is the same. There's no
Oh,
separate queue for cap exempt.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
whatever that is worth, and you can always file premium processing if you like.
Okay. And the other question is that like okay, I'm allowed to do part time H1B cap exam if
Yeah,
not the full time.
sure. Sure. The only thing is,
Yeah.
let's say that your monthly expenditures, $1,500 for rent, $600 for grocery, $1,000 for other things. So let's say your monthly expenses are 3,000. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So that means you need to make at least about $45,000 after, you pay the taxes, you'll bring home enough money to pay all your expenses. If
Mm-hmm.
it's a part-time job, it should still pay you enough money to support yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So there is nothing like I need to have another petition for H1B
No,
something like that.
no, you don't need to have a full-time and a part-time. If a
Uh
part-time job can support your expenses,
huh.
so that you don't have to violate your status, no issue at all. You should be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And
Okay.
one last thing before you go, understand this. We
Okay.
often we often do when we are asked to do a part-time, we ask the employer, look, do you want to do 20 to 40 hours? Because that way, if you give him more hours, it's not a problem. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
if you at some point convert him to full-time, we don't have to refile the H-1B for amendment. So you save
Oh.
some money on attorney's fees. There are other problems there, which we of course discuss with the employer, but that's something to think about. How about an H-1B for 10 to 40 hours or 10 to 20 hours, something like that. All right.
Okay.
All the best.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Devya ji, go ahead, Devya.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you for
Hello, ma'am.
hosting this call.
Of course.
I'm in a similar situation like my issue spoke earlier. I was on H1B, I got laid off, filed a
Ji,
B2 visa at the end of October during the 60-day grace period,
ji.
and my B2 has not been approved yet.
Okay.
So my 6 months period would end by the end of April.
Mhm.
So would you recommend filing B2 extension next month if my B2 gets approved before that?
Well, if the B2 gets approved, I don't think you're going to get an extension. They're making it very difficult. And
Mm-hmm.
I think converting to student status, etc., it also should be a questionable strategy after the first period of B1 is over, B1, B2 is over. Although we did get one, I explained that we had to work very hard on that, but we were able to get one approved where she had gotten B2 and then she was running out of B2 and decided to do an F1, and she got a notice of intent to deny, or was it an RFE, one of the two. So we were able to win that case, but it's a matter of luck more than anything else. Of course, you have to work hard. So the bottom line is,
Mm-hmm.
when your B1 is over, B1, B2 is over, getting an extension is far from certain. There's no way you can predict that. And because depending upon the reasons you gave, they will say, what you couldn't get done in 6 months, how will you get it done in 6 months more?
Got
Okay.
it.
So I think seriously you should make some decisions about what you want to do next. Whether you want to go apply for an F1 visa and come back, or what other options you have as a Canadian work visa or something like that. All right.
Okay. So if suppose I plan to leave, uh, should I should I withdraw my B2 application?
You can do that. The way I have done it in the past is,
Mm-hmm.
so let's say you are leaving mid-April. Okay.
Mhm.
And you still have time left on the extension request pending. I would notarize a letter that requests withdrawal of the B2, and I would put it in FedEx the day I'm leaving the US.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you
All
so
the
much,
best.
Rajiv
You're
ji.
welcome. All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Shriji, go ahead, Shri. Shri. Okay. Sarat ji. Sarat Vakacharla. Okay. Sarat is gone. Uh, Pranita.
Yes, thanks for the
Ji.
session.
Ji,
Uh,
ma'am.
right now I'm in grace period. I think you have discussed so many cases about it. So right now I was planning to apply for B2. So I have two questions.
Okay.
First case is I might show a travel intent, or as you said, job search is legal, but USCIS is raising many issues whether it might approve, it might not
I
approve.
think it's legal. They say it's not.
Yeah, true.
I have my arguments, but
वही
ultimately,
मतलब
जी.
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है मुझे B1 B2 में जाना है या नहीं. If not, could I go for alternates like F1? I'm not married, so
जी.
H4 or anything is not there. So I'm only looking for F1 or maybe find a job, something to show on paper as early as possible because I have 20 more days.
And
And
don't do on paper thing unless it's a genuine job. Don't do
yeah,
any.
sure.
So,
And one more question is that if I get a, if I have like, I have drafted a B1, B2, but it's still pending because I heard that it takes at least 2 to 3 months, right? Even to get a decision for B1, B2.
कुछ
So
लोगों के तो 5-5 महीने से पेंडिंग
हाँ,
है.
वही तो मतलब बहुत सारा केसेस अभी अभी हमने सुना है तो मुझे
Yeah.
पता नहीं मेरा क्या होगा अगर मैंने B1 B2 पे कुछ if I get it draft submitted. So if it's pending, I get a job for H1 who wanted to like sponsor me and I want to go to H1. I've been hearing cases that if your B1 B2 is pending, then if you apply for H1 transfer, then you're getting RFE or NOID for both H1 and B1 B2. So
Well, the thing is, there are so many permutation combinations to this
yes.
situation. But the
Yeah.
basic idea is this. If your grace period has expired, H1B grace period has expired, and the only reason you are legally staying in the US is because you have a
B1
B1,
B2.
B2 pending or F1
Yeah.
pending. Unless that B1, B2 or F1 is pending is approved, there's no guarantee they'll give you an H1 until that is approved. They can approve the H1B, they won't give you status. And that's the basic problem. From that arise many branches of what if this happens, then that happens. But the basic idea is when you are just in authorized period of stay, waiting for your status to be approved, you may not be able to get status. But there are cases where they've done that, they've given status. So hard to say, ma'am.
Yeah, I have 2.5 years on H1. This is my first H1 attempt. Like I had STEM OPT,
None
but
of that is relevant. What is important is because
yeah.
you are in between statuses, you will not be able to convert to another H1 or transfer jobs until the pending B1, B2 or F1 is approved.
Just one last question in the same concept. Like, what do you suggest? I know that if
I don't
F1
have a
or B1
suggestion. These are all bad choices.
yeah.
Out of all the bad choices, in my opinion, the least bad, if you don't want to genuinely go to school, the least bad is still the B1, B2 option, in my opinion.
I just finished my school last year, so I don't want to go back. That's the reason I was thinking about B1, B2.
No,
Okay,
I can relate to that. By the time I had done multiple degrees. I could not even see the face of a school without feeling nauseous.
thank
So,
you. Thank you so much for the session. Yeah.
of course, all the
Rajiv ji,
best.
actually, sorry, my
हाँ
mic
जी
was
श्री
not
जी, go
working.
ahead, go ahead.
So Rajiv ji, मेरा H1B approve हो गया. I'm right now on H1B, but I'm planning to leave the country for a long time. I don't know if I will be coming back. तो क्या H1B pause होता है, and अगर हुआ तो क्या मुझे वापस आने के लिए 100K पे करना पड़ेगा? How does that
जी
work?
100K तो अगर ट्रम्प नहीं रहा या 100K नहीं रहा तो then we don't have anything to worry about. Okay. तो क्योंकि सितंबर में ये एक्सपायर हो जाएगा 100,000 वाला. And if Trump has also expired, then we don't have to worry about the 100,000 nonsense again. But if Trump survives and he again puts in 100,000 for the next year, then of course if you want to come back, you'll have to pay the 100,000. Okay, unless, let's say you come in after getting married. I don't know if you're married or single, but let's say you get married to somebody who's on H1 and come on H4, you can then convert to H1. While you're outside the US, your H1B time is not being consumed, and that time is preserved for you to reclaim back whenever you want. Okay.
Do I need to file any document to preserve that time when I leave?
No, just make sure you have documentation that you left on XYZ date. All right.
Okay, so I-94 date.
Whatever the dates are. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All the best ji. Pragati Upadhyay.
Hello Rajiv ji, thank you for hosting this. I
ऐसे
have
प्रगति जी, ये जितने
Yes.
उपाध्याय टाइप के लोग होते हैं, ये बड़े बड़े पढ़ने वाले होते हैं. आप भी ऐसे ही हो?
I was up until school and college, but abhi I'm pretty chill.
अच्छा, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये मैं जितने उपाध्यायों को जानता हूँ, बड़े बड़े बोरिंग लोग हैं. All they do is study all day.
Sir, except the boring part, everything else was true. Like I was
अच्छा,
topper
अच्छा.
of school, college, everything, but
Oh,
in
how
all other
disgusting.
activities also.
अच्छा, अच्छा, बहुत बढ़िया. Tell me, how can I help you?
Sir, so actually, I have two questions.
जी.
One is my EAD expires on, I'm on STEM OPT right now. My EAD expires on July 8. Sorry if I'm repeating this. We had this conversation on LinkedIn message as well. You mentioned that like you have not seen any case wherein someone had trouble re-entering to the USA when they
जी.
had like 3 months of EAD left.
जी, जी.
But I'm concerned about one thing that
जी.
I'm on F1 right now. My
जी.
J1 DS 2019, I got it, but I did not file for change of status because I wanted to travel. So I'm
ठीक.
planning to travel by end of March, come back by end of April. That way I'll have 2 months left in my EAD. And because I'm traveling to Ireland, I'll have my US pre-clearance in Dublin. So last time I had a good experience over there, but this time I'm really scared that if at all they ask me, since you have only 2 months left in your EAD, what's your plan later on? And if
देखो
I,
प्रगति जी,
Mhm.
सत्यमेव जयते. You always tell the truth no matter what. Because
Okay,
if you are caught in any kind of um, ornamentation of truth, you could end up being permanently barred from entering the United States.
okay.
Not only that, other countries will not give you a visa if they find out you have a history of misrepresentation. तो
Okay.
सत्यमेव जयते. नहीं आने देते, नहीं आने देते, लेकिन आपको सच ही बोलना है.
All right, all right. So would you recommend, I mean, of course, if at all there is any problem like this, I won't even travel. If it's
हाँ,
too
वो
risky.
I was going to say कि गुंडाई बंद करो, चुप करके बैठो यहीं पे.
All right, all
All
right.
right.
And sir, second question was I did travel a lot in 2024 and 2025.
जी.
So that's a total of 147 days in those 2 years when I was on my post completion and STEM OPT.
ठीक है.
So now the question is on the USCIS website, I saw that there's this rule if you're away from the United States for like 5 months, but I do think it's in one stretch, not like overall altogether 5 months.
वो तो
Uh,
स्टूडेंट स्टेटस में होता है ना. You can't be away for more than 5 months. It's one stretch.
Okay. So if at all, now that I'm planning to apply for my change of status, I was really worried because I was away for 147 days already. Can I get RFE? Because I have not heard any cases of
I
like
don't believe
F1 to
so,
J1.
Pragati ji. I don't think so.
Okay,
I think it's geared towards the fact that students should not be taking a whole semester off.
okay.
तो आप कौन सा क्लासेस कर रहे थे? आप तो छुट्टी मनाने जा रहे थे.
Right. And I did work remote, like with the prior approval from.
हाँ, तो वो तो सभी कहते हैं I'm working remotely. वो तो मैंने सुना है पहले.
Okay.
ये कहानी मैंने पहले भी सुनी हुई है.
Okay, so all right, I got the answer. I should be okay with the change of status. I should do it pretty soon because now that I'm not going to travel.
जी, I think that is the right thing to do. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All the best. जी, by the way, I told that Irish gentleman that Ireland तो यूरोप का
जी.
पंजाब है. तो शाम को बैठ जाते हैं, बस दारू पीते हैं, गप्पे मारते हैं, झगड़ा करते हैं और गाने गाते हैं और डांस करते हैं.
माहौल तो है वहां पर.
बिल्कुल. I am very at home with the Irish people, I can tell you that.
Oh,
So
nice. They're really nice
Rohit
people.
Rohit was asking me कौन सा पैग पीते हो. रोहित का अभी मैसेज था, नेक्स्ट गाय इन द लाइन। तो भैया दारू तो मैंने पीनी छोड़ दी थी, लेकिन that doesn't mean I don't enjoy other people getting drunk and making fools of themselves. That's very enjoyable.
That's always fun.
Yeah. चलिए, all the
Okay.
best प्रगति
Yeah.
जी।
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. रोहित जी, go ahead. कहाँ हो भाई, कैसे हो?
नमस्ते राजीव जी।
हाँ जी, अब आपको रात को फिर कोई चिंता सता रही है?
हाँ वो क्या कहते हैं सर, पहली बात तो मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि आपका पैग कहाँ है, कौन सा पैग नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने अज्यूम कर लिया था कि आप पीते ही होगे।
नहीं, मैं I actually started drinking when I was 14 years old and I quit when I was 21 years old. So
ओके,
इतनी पी है कि पी नहीं जाती।
एग्जैक्टली। तो सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है अगेन कि मेरा जैसे B2 पेंडिंग है और H1B ट्रांसफर एंड चेंज ऑफ स्टेटस पिटीशन जा चुकी है और H1B ग्रेस पीरियड 7 फेब को खत्म हुआ था और जो मेरे को अभी जॉब मिली है वो अराउंड 16 जैन को कंफर्म हो गई थी। पर स्लो ऑन बोर्डिंग प्रोसेस की वजह से मुझे Jan 30 को कंपनी का ऑफिशियल ईमेल आया था एंड वो भी आधा अधूरा। तो उससे मेरा जो एम्प्लॉयर है वो LCA अप्लाई नहीं कर पाया, तो मजबूरी में मुझे B2 पे जाना पड़ा। अब अगर B2 पे RFE आती है कि जॉब सर्चिंग इज नॉट अलाउड एंड ऑल एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, तो क्या फिर मैं ये आर्ग्यूमेंट दे सकता हूँ RFE के लिए कि मेरे पास जॉब ऑफर पहले ही आ गया था एंड मैंने अपने B2 पीरियड में एक्चुअली कोई जॉब नहीं ढूंढी? सो व्हाट वुड यू सजेस्ट एंड व्हाट्स योर से इन इट? एंड
आपने
मैंने अपने
जब आपने B2 फाइल किया हुआ है ना अभी?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
अच्छा, तो आपकी B2 की टाइमिंग क्या थी? व्हाट वाज द टाइमिंग? व्हेन डिड यू अप्लाई फॉर इट?
सर मेरी B2 की टाइमिंग थी 5 फरवरी
ओके,
और मैंने उसमें स्टार्ट डेट सजेस्ट करी थी 7 फेब और एंड डेट सजेस्ट करी है मैंने 4 ऑफ अगस्त और
ठीक
मैंने 1 ऑफ अगस्त की वन वे टिकट भी डाली हुई है।
ठीक है। एंड व्हेन डिड द जॉब ऑफर कम थ्रू?
ऑफिशियल कंफर्मेशन मेरे पास Jan 30 को आया था, वो भी ईमेल की फॉर्म में।
ओके, बट
और
जनवरी,
विद इन दी और
दैट
विद इन
मींस
दी
hold on, बिफोर मार्च यू हैड दैट?
बिफोर
मार्च के, आपने मार्च में अप्लाई किया ना B2?
नहीं नहीं, मैंने B2 अप्लाई करा है 5 फेब को।
और फेब को?
5 फेब।
but that means when you filed the B2 you already had a job confirmation, right?
यस।
Okay. So when you filed the B2, did you tell them that I need a little bit extra time while I'm waiting for to be onboarded?
नहीं, मैंने उसमें अपने एप्लीकेशन में नहीं लिखा कि मेरे पास ऑलरेडी जॉब कॉन्फर्मेशन है
Yeah, so
वगैरह या जो।
that's one mistake we make, in my opinion, that we should be upfront कि भैया मेरे को जॉब मिल रही है, मेरे को 2-4 महीने एक्स्ट्रा चाहिए। तो अब of course they can deny it saying this is not a legitimate activity, although I would argue against it. But not revealing or not stating that could be a problem. अब तो रोहित जी ऐसा ही है कि wait and see what happens.
ओके
Okay.
ओके।
अभी को
तो
चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Let's see. I also told people कि 3-4 days back, last week, one of my colleagues, attorneys, told me that they had filed for an H1B premium processing while the B2 was still pending, and that government actually expedited the B2 and approved the H1. So who knows, you might get lucky.
ओके ओके। तो सर मे बी सर, अगर आपको इट्स जस्ट अ रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम माय साइड कि अगर आपको अपने कॉलीग से और ज्यादा डिटेल्स मिलती हैं तो प्लीज सर जरा लिंक्डइन पे उसको पोस्ट करिए सो दैट पीपल विल गेट सम होप।
वो हम लोग
यू
का
नो
डिस्कशन ग्रुप है, उसमें लोग बातें करते रहते हैं, मैं तो डिलीट कर देता हूँ देखने के बाद तो, बट आई डिड नोटिस इट. बाय द वे
या
रोहित, योर नेम इज ROHIT और
आर ओ
ROIHT?
एच आई टी आर ओ एच आई टी मैं एक्चुअली मैंने पैग नहीं पिया बट पैग पीने वाली हरकतें कर दी।
अच्छा, हाँ नहीं, अभी आप
तो
कुछ नहीं कर सकते, जस्ट सिट एंड वेट, लेट्स सी हाउ इट
हाँ
वर्क्स आउट.
सर, एक 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 लास्ट क्वेश्चन, बड़ा ही शॉर्ट है, फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन बस एक लास्ट। तो सर अगर RFE आती है, ऑफ कोर्स मैं अटॉर्नी हायर करूंगा अगर कुछ भी होता है तो, बट अगर RFE आती है B2 पे, तो क्या जो आपने एक यूजर को बताया था B1 का सजेशन दिया था कि आप B1 अप्लाई कर दो और 2-3 हफ्ते मान लो, तो क्या वो भी एक लेजिटिमेट एक वे
Yeah,
हो
I
सकता
think
है?
so. That's another thing I think we should start doing. So I think that's a good idea actually.
ओके ओके।
Yeah.
होप सो सर, क्या होप सो क्या होता है एंड प्रोबेबली I'll hire I'll contact your team.
जी जी बिल्कुल, absolutely. All the best, Rohit ji.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All the
Cheers.
best. All right, bye bye. GD. ऐसा बड़ा. Hello, GD. Karthik ji?
Hi,
Karthik?
sir. Hi,
Ji,
Rajiv
hello.
ji.
Hello, sir.
Thank you for doing this. I got two short question. I know it's been a long call, so I'll try to keep it short.
नहीं आज तो शॉर्ट रही, हम लोग नॉर्मली 3 घंटे चलते हैं.
Oh, then I'll ask. Then I'll try to elaborate my questions.
Yeah.
Actually, the first thing is, sir, I recently got married. My wife lives in India, and we are planning to have her here. As you probably already know that there's a shortage of H4 appointments. So we were thinking that would it be advisable to apply for B1, B2 visa, uh, and would it affect our H4 application?
देखिए ऐसा है कि इफ़ यू आर upfront about the B1 B2 that look I want to go visit my husband and I will come back within the 6 months that they give me and I would then get an H4 मतलब H4 का आप appointment बना लो and you can show them that I have an H4 appointment, I'm going to come back, I'm just going to go visit him temporarily. कोशिश करके देख लो.
So if I get reject or if she gets rejected for the
That's
B1,
not a problem for H4 as long as the rejection is not for a misrepresentation.
got it. And sir, the second question is that so I'm 2 years in my H1B visa. I was thinking that if I do choose to move out of US in the next year or so, I heard that you can come back and recapture your H1B visa. So I know
Yes.
in theory it works, but I just doesn't know that is it a practical thing or with the
Oh
recent
yeah,
changes?
people do it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not. You can actually Google H1B remainder option.
Got it. Got it. So
Yeah.
because some people were saying that with the recent changes in the administration, now you will get the consular fees of 100,000 even if you try to recapture your H1B time.
That is true, but again, that is assuming that Trump and the 100,000 will survive.
That makes sense.
वो
Thank
तो
you.
गया
Thank
के
you.
गया. So,
Hello, Rajiv ji.
एक second, Karthik, are you done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
Thank
the
you.
best जी. All the best. हाँ GD साहब चलिए.
Hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much. First of all, like briefly,
Of
thank you for all
course.
your guidance.
My pleasure.
My question is, so I'm actually on my OPT, actually on cap gap. So
जी
very briefly,
एक second. Hey guys, people who could not raise their hands, be ready. Once I am last person is Jyoti. Once Jyoti is done, then I'll call on you. Okay. GD, go ahead. So you are on cap gap.
yes. So basically, I applied for my OPT on February 2025, and it ended the late of February 2026. My H1B got picked in 2025, and the status is still pending even after 9 months. I applied on May 2025. My petition was filed May 2025. So right
And is
now,
there a reason the employer did not premium process it?
so basically they are saying that I have to pay out of the pocket, and my OPT was ending, so I chose to go with the STEM OPT application.
Okay. Okay.
So I filed my STEM OPT on time, but what the I-20 I got from my university says that my cap gap ends on April 1st, 2026.
Okay.
So my
One second.
question,
One
yeah,
second. Sania ji, between you and GD, there is only Deven Patel. So you are the one, you are third in line after GD. Okay, I see you. Go ahead, GD. So
correct.
then,
Yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah. So basically, my cap gap. So my I-20 says that my cap. I've got a cap gap because my H1B is under pending,
जी.
and because I filed my STEM OPT before my OPT actually ends. So I've got a cap gap until April 1st. So I am just trying to like figure out that what would be my work authorization after April 1st. So
So,
ideally, yeah.
so this is a lot of confusion here. I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because what is cap gap extension? Cap gap extension is basically an extension of your OPT, right?
Correct.
And OPT automatically gets revoked if you apply for and get, or if you change schools.
Right.
Okay. So therefore, do you even, once you change schools and you try to get CPT, do you even have cap gap left? I have not really looked into this question in detail. You can check.
Yeah, I would have a cap gap left because I did not change any schools. This is like I just did my master's from one university.
So you stayed in the same school.
Yes, stayed in the
But
same
if you
school.
change programs, did you check with your DSO? If you change programs, does your OPT survive? I don't know.
I mean, even I have not done that. So it's my like fresh master's and my first
तो फिर
employment.
सीपीटी कैसे कर रहे हो आप? When is that
नहीं,
going to
सीपीटी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं, like post completion OPT मेरा, like
अच्छा,
मैं
वो ओपीटी ही
graduate.
चल रहा है, उसके बाद में कैप
हाँ,
गैप चल रहा है
सो
आपका?
ओपीटी मेरा खत्म हुआ फरवरी 2026 के एंड में.
फिर वो
एंड
कैप
मैंने
गैप
स्टेम
शुरू हो
ओपीटी, हाँ मैंने स्टेम ओपीटी ऑल्दो फाइल कर दिया था ओपीटी एंड होने के पहले, बट बिकॉज मेरा H1B पिटिशन 2025 के मई में फाइल किया था.
हाँ ठीक है, तो
सो
दे
माई
डिडंट गिव यू द स्टेम ओपीटी.
करेक्ट, सो माई बिकॉज माई H1B पेंडिंग, तो मुझे स्टेम ओपीटी अभी तक नहीं मिला है और मुझे कैप गैप मिला है. सो माई
ठीक
क्वेश्चन इज कि कैप गैप अगर अप्रैल 1 को एंड हो जाता है, सो
ठीक
बिकॉज आई फाइल्ड माई स्टेम ओपीटी बिफोर माई ओपीटी एंड्स, डू आई स्टिल गेट दैट 180 डे एक्सटेंशन? इज इट ओवरलैपिंग द कैप गैप पीरियड? वो फर्स्ट
I
के बाद
don't
चालू होगा?
I don't know the answer to that question.
ओके.
Okay, if you apply for STEM OPT after the OPT after the cap extension expires, I
ओके.
have no idea, GD. I'm so sorry. आप अपने
ओह,
DSO से बात करिए. See what
चलेगा.
they say. Yeah,
ओके.
and come back and tell me. I
ओके.
would be most interested in knowing what they say.
श्योर. एंड देन वन अनदर क्वेश्चन इज, अगर मैं अभी H1B प्रीमियम को आउट ऑफ पॉकेट पे करके पे लाइक डालता भी हूँ तो भी आई वुडंट गेट अ रिस्पॉन्स बिफोर दिस ईयर्स H1B साइकिल एंड, सो शुड आई स्टिल एनकरेज माई एम्प्लॉयर टू पुट मी फॉर द रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर दिस ईयर, बिकॉज जस्ट इन केस अगर मेरा लास्ट ईयर वाला H1B जो
नहीं नहीं,
ऑलरेडी.
आप इसको प्रीमियम कर लो.
अच्छा.
बिकॉज अगर तो H1B लॉयर से बात करो. अगर
ओके.
H1B is solid, there is no need to apply for a lottery again.
ओके. बिकॉज हाँ मेरा लाइक बैकग्राउंड लाइक हिस्ट्री क्लियर है, ओनली वन एम्प्लॉयर वेर आई डिड CPT OPT एवरीथिंग एंड करेक्ट. सो अगर मेरा H1B, आई एम ओनली वरीड कि अगर H1B जस्ट इन केस अगर रिजेक्ट होता है, सो आई वुड प्रोबेबली लूज 2 chances बेसिकली इन अ रो if I don't file this year.
See, the law says you are allowed to file for a lottery.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is in Khanna, USCIS had a frequently asked questions on that.
Okay.
तो जरा उसको देखना that
चलेगा.
you can't apply for a lottery more than once for the same person in the same fiscal year. But this is a different fiscal year.
करेक्ट करेक्ट. एंड
तो आप
ऑल्सो
एक
इट इज़
बार
नॉट अप्रूव्ड एंड पेंडिंग, सो आई थिंक मैंने
या
कहीं पे पढ़ा कि आई कैन स्टिल अप्लाई अगर
एक
वो
बार
अप्रूव हो जाएगा.
नहीं, I am not so sure that is that simple. I would
अच्छा.
just want you to double check. There is a frequently asked question
ओके,
from
गॉट इट.
USCIS. उसको देखना वहाँ पे.
ओके. एंड लाइक अ लास्ट रिकमेंडेशन वुड बी, मैं आउट ऑफ पॉकेट पे करके प्रीमियम एज सुन एज पॉसिबल करवा दूं, राइट? बिकॉज वो पिटिशन को 9 months हो गए ऑलरेडी.
There is a whole host of issues there. Some
अच्छा.
lawyers believe that it's the employer who should be paying.
ओके.
Some others believe no, the employee can pay when it's for the convenience of the employee. I
ओके.
actually looked into the question and
हम्म.
I think the employer has to pay. But
ओके.
if they let you pay, who is violating the law? The employer, not you.
ओके, गॉट इट.
Um,
चलेगा. सो इवन इफ दे आर विलिंग टू पे, आई शुड गो अहेड एंड डू दैट, राइट, एज सुन एज पॉसिबल,
yeah, I
बिकॉज
think
9 months हो गया है अप्लाई फाइल करके.
I think you should.
ओके ओके ओके. Perfect. Thank you so much, Rajiv ji.
You're welcome. All the best.
Yep, no problem. Yep.
देवन जी, go ahead. देवन पटेल.
यस, हेलो राजीव जी, कैसे हो?
आपका नाम तो देवन नहीं है.
नहीं है, हस्बैंड का नाम है.
अच्छा.
बट हाँ, मैं क्वेश्चन मेरे लिए है,
जी.
इमिग्रेंट वीजा के लिए है. आई हैव अप्रूव्ड I-140 और मेरा डेट करंट हो गया अभी, बट द कंपनी हु फाइल माय I-140 इज नॉट रीचेबल, सो आई लेफ्ट विथ नो अदर ऑप्शन बट टू आस्क द कंपनी हु इज गोइंग टू हायर मी एज अ फुल टाइम. तो उनको मैं बोल रही हूँ कि इफ दे कैन स्टार्ट माय ग्रीन कार्ड प्रोसेस. तो क्वेश्चन ये है कि उनको भी वेरी बिगिनिंग से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा, राइट? PWD एंड पर्म एंड एवरीथिंग.
जी, एब्सोल्युटली, दे विल हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगिनिंग.
अच्छा, तो ये है कि कोई डेडलाइन होता है कि क्योंकि डेट करंट हो गया है तो आई हैव लाइक मे बी अ ईयर? नहीं ना. ओके.
आपका H1B 6 years are over?
मेरा तो H1B कब से, हाँ, आई बीन यूजिंग माय I-140 अप्रूव्ड I-140 फॉर ऑल द.
Yeah, there's one problem when the priority dates are current and they can ask you a question कि आपने 485 फाइल क्यों नहीं किया. And but the thing is you can still get yearly extensions of H1B, so you'll be fine.
Okay. तो ऐसा है कि कंपनी रीचेबल नहीं है, दैट्स द वैलिड रीजन फॉर नॉट लाइक.
I mean अभी तो क्या पता क्या वैलिड है क्या नहीं है, but
राइट.
you have options, so I won't worry too much about it. All right.
अच्छा, ठीक है. तो ये जो कंपनी आई जस्ट गॉट एन ऑफर एज अ फुल टाइम, तो वो कंपनी दे आर रेडी टू डू माय H1B ट्रांसफर, बट वो लोग प्रीमियम प्रोसेसिंग नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो I just heard कि आपने बताया कि it is still an employer responsibility to pay for the premium processing, but some
Okay.
employer can say that okay आप pay कर लो, like employee, right?
Yeah.
तो
Mm-hmm.
तो both cases are still valid, right? Because कोई
No,
for
I remember looking into this issue and came back with the conclusion that employers should pay. But I haven't. These issues tend to be so fragile. They go up and
right,
down all the time. इनका पता नहीं लगता. कभी कोई
right.
decision आ जाता है, कभी कोई. So you should have your lawyers look into it. And if they say it's okay to file,
Hmm.
then you can go ahead and send the money because
ठीक है, तो एक ही क्वेश्चन है कि तो H4 and H4 EAD का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एम्प्लॉय का रहता है?
वो एम्प्लॉय का रहता है. Yeah, absolutely.
अच्छा ठीक है, तो वो जो सारे एक्सपेंसेस रहते हैं वो आई हैव टू बेयर दैट. ओके
Well,
ठीक
unless
है.
the employer wants to pay for it. I mean, they can pay for it. There's no law that says they cannot pay for it. But there
अच्छा
is also no law that says they have to pay for it.
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है.
ठीक है.
तो ये है सिनारियो कि सपोज कि मैं कंपनी ए जिसने मेरा I-140 फाइल किया था, समहाउ आई एम रीचेबल टू देम, उनके साथ मैं I-485 फाइल करवाती हूँ.
I'm very hesitant to suggest that because
आई
it doesn't look like you had a ongoing intention to join them. So I wouldn't do that. Just start a new green card.
तो स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, तो फिर वो कॉन्करेंट फाइलिंग कर सकते हैं अभी, लाइक जस्ट टू रिड्यूस द प्रोसेसिंग
How
टाइम.
can you? No, there is no because until you get to the I-140 stage, तो वहां तक पहुंचने में तो 1.5 साल लग जाएगा आपको.
आई बाबा. ओके
ठीक है.
ठीक है ठीक है.
All
ओके,
right.
थैंक यू सो मच राजीव जी. थैंक यू.
You're welcome. All the best. जी.
थैंक्स.
सानिया जी, go ahead. सानिया किधर गई भाई?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. So, I'm currently working on STEM OPT, and my employer is considering filing H1B for me this year. But while looking into the occupational classification for my role, I noticed that the category it currently falls under typically does not list a bachelor's degree as a minimum requirement. And
Right.
since I understand that H1B requires the position to qualify as a specialty occupation, I wanted to ask whether that could create an issue for the petition and how such situations are usually handled.
So first of all, the trick in having peaceful existence is not to argue with the government. So we always want to select a category which is truthful and complies with all the H1B requirements.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have that choice, we are in for a fight in all probability. And if you're in for a fight, you can still prove that my job requires a bachelor's degree through multiple methods. But that does mean you've got to bring in evidence, make legal arguments, etc., and you could still lose. Okay. So where possible, you should select a category which is truthful and clearly requires a bachelor's degree in a specific subject.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell me what your choices are, I can tell you what is a lousy choice and what may not be.
Okay, and also like if the role
Nahin,
involves like
Sanya, what I'm asking you is what is the category? First of all, what is your degree in?
so my degree is management and systems, and I did like a master's degree. So like if the job involves like more complex
Okay,
responsibilities that
hold on.
aligns,
Hold on.
yeah,
What is your bachelor's in?
computer science.
Okay,
But
so
that
you
is from
clearly,
India. Like
okay, that doesn't matter. Is it from a university?
yeah.
I don't need to know the as long as it says university.
Hmm.
And it's a 4-year degree after 12 years of
Yes.
school. Okay,
Yes.
it's clearly equivalent. All right.
Hmm.
So let's say now you have a degree in computer science. What is the job?
So right now mine is more like sales and marketing.
Is it sales and marketing as a sales engineer or just marketing in general?
Marketing in general, more of an analyst.
You don't really qualify for that job. When you say analyst, you mean market research analyst, like look for ways to
Yeah,
make.
like yeah.
Okay. It doesn't look like your degrees match your job. Your master's degree, you said, is in systems.
No. It's management and systems, so it's more like a blend of business and tech. And I had classes like my course was a little. It was more broad and it did not have like a particular niche.
Yeah, this
So I
is a
had
this is a difficult job to decide. It'll take somebody some time to put some elbow grease in it. I actually have a call tomorrow with a client.
Mhm.
Her job is so weird It took me, I actually had to get into a large language model to understand what she does. So I'm going to talk with her employer tomorrow. The closest she comes to is a market research analyst, even though what she does is called design governance. I don't know what the heck that is. I still am not clear about it. So, but this is something that your lawyers should decide with your employer, and you spend some time on it, decide which category would work for you. It's not an easy decision to make. You should not be making it by yourself. It's a very complex area. All right?
Okay, I do have one more question.
Make it really quick.
Just in case, like if I'm selected in the H-1B lottery, but the petition hasn't been filed yet, is it possible to travel to India and file the petition after returning without affecting the change of status?
You have been selected and you are going to India. You are on OPT?
STEM OPT, yeah.
Yeah, the answer is you can travel, yes.
And file it once I come back.
As long as you do it before June.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
And if it's not too much
You
of a
said there
stress.
was only one more question. That's what you
Okay, yeah, thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you.
बी साहब आप फिर से वापस आ गए, क्या हुआ?
Sorry, I forgot to ask one follow-up question, sir. So, could you please confirm whether I should submit the required documents through the portal in order to initiate the process for receiving the amount for the DOL amount vote, which I
Is
got
there a
back?
deadline by which you have to respond?
There is no deadline mentioned here.
Okay, then wait until you return to both the supervisor and him.
Okay, Rajiv, thank you.
All the best, ji. Chint ji, go ahead, Chint.
Hi, Rajuji. Thank you for having this session. So mine is a little bit of complex and a long story. I will cut it back.
Yeah, cut it back, summarize it.
Yeah. So my H-1B is filed as change of status from F1 in 2025.
Okay.
So, and I after a long time, I received an RFE and my employer have responded to that RFE. It's been 60 days. I haven't got any decision. So the problem here is my current project is ending by end of the March and my STEM OPT is ending by end of June.
Okay.
So here what are my situations if I'm working for TCS?
You can premium process the H-1B. That's one option.
Yeah.
The other option is if you have time remaining out of the unemployment 150 days for OPT, STEM OPT combined, then even if you don't have a project, you can wait for the H-1B. In any case, you can wait for the H-1B because it was filed when you were maintaining status.
Yeah.
So you won't have work authorization after your current STEM OPT expires, but you can still sit in the United States and wait for the H-1B to be decided.
Okay. And I have a few more questions as I'm working for
Few
TCS.
more तो भैया मेरे पास नहीं है time. एक दो अगर कोई बहुत important है तो front line कर दो उसको.
Yes, two more questions. So, as I'm working for the TCS, so they are looking for my other project. So, is it okay if I change the a client, or else do I need to update to USS before making the decision of my petition?
Yeah, that is a very big problem. What I used to do was, but in your case I wouldn't, because if I try to disturb the pending H-1B and if it gets denied because the old project is gone, I'm in big trouble because I've lost my lottery. So they should really premium process your H-1B. That's the only solution here.
Yeah. And if my H-1B gets approved, do I need to wait till October 1st, 2026? Or as my petition is last year's, do I get an immediate approval?
Immediate
Or
approval. You should get it immediately.
So no gap for me, right?
No gap.
So I need to join in a college if I get in project.
Okay. All the best.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jyoti ji, go ahead, Jyoti.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Rajiv. So my situation is I'm currently on F2 right now, and my spouse is on F1 with his day 1 CPT.
Yeah.
So, and my situation here is I applied for a university and got admission for fall 2026. And my question is, when is the right time for me to apply change of status? But the catch here is my spouse's employer filed a H-1B this year for him, and they said for selected candidates, June 15th is the last day for petition.
You should apply for F1 right now. Why are you waiting?
Okay.
All right, apply for it right now.
Okay, yeah. And one quick question, follow up for that. So, do you suggest that we go with the premium processing, or
When does your session begin?
it begins fall like in August?
In August? No, I
Yeah.
would do non-premium. But
Mhm.
if it's taking too long, around maybe May or so, I would premium it.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All the best, जी.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. देवन जी क्या हुआ? देवन और
Yeah,
बताओ.
sorry to come back, राजीव जी, बस एक ही क्वेश्चन है कि I-140 एक्सपायरी नहीं होता है ना, it's not tied to an employer,
No,
right?
I-140 does not expire once it is approved.
ठीक है.
And I'm hoping that it was never revoked. So it was never revoked, you'll be fine. All right.
Okay, thank you, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, people who could not raise their hands, anybody just open the mic and start talking.
Rajiv ji, Saurabh here.
Saurabh, I heard
Um,
first. Saurabh ji, go ahead.
okay.
Dishant, I'll come to you next, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Saurabh ji, go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Sir, I'm on H1 and my wife is on F1. We both have valid visa stamp.
Okay.
And my wife is going to graduate this May 15th.
All right.
And she has not applied for her OPT yet.
Okay.
There is a wedding in our family in around like April 20th. So क्या travel safe रहेगा, sir? Because by the time we come back, she would be like less than 20 days from her I-20 end date.
She's on OPT.
No, she is on F1. She is doing her last semester.
But
And
OPT
she has just like one course.
apply नहीं किया उन्हें?
नहीं, अभी apply नहीं किया. हम लोग
अच्छा,
सोचे थे
मुझे
कि आके
याद
करें.
नहीं exactly what my recommendations were. I had sit down at one point and kind of figured out at various stages when you should travel, when you should not. ये I just posted this for you. इसको जरा देख लो आप. इसमें सारा लिखा हुआ है. कभी ट्रैवल करना चाहिए, अगर ट्रैवल करोगे साथ में क्या लेके जाना चाहिए, सब कुछ everything is there. It breaks it every before OPT, after OPT, before STEM OPT, before H1B, सारा कुछ है उसके अंदर.
So did you post in chat? I
I
don't
posted
see.
in chat. Chat में देख लो.
Sir, एक second, sir.
Let me see again. Maybe I posted it to somebody specifically. Give me 1 second. Oh, it went to Dishant. Sorry. Let me post it for everyone. Okay. Yeah, अभी कर दिया मैंने for everyone.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. सर वो जो इतिहाद से लोग आ रहे हैं दुबई से, तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है क्या वहाँ पे? बोल रहे प्री क्लियरेंस में बहुत लोग को रिजेक्ट कर दे रहे हैं वहीं पे.
ऐसा है ना कि both pre-clearance sites, which is Dublin Airport and Dubai, are highly not Dubai, क्या है?
ये आपका अबू धाबी, सर.
Abu Dhabi. They both are very uncertain. इनका कभी पता नहीं चलता. इनका तो they are so schizophrenic. कभी बिल्कुल एक तरफ, कभी बिल्कुल दूसरी तरफ. So it's impossible to predict. It's a training issue. इन लोगों को पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं लोग. ठीक है?
हाँ वही, क्योंकि for any reason they are rejecting like randomly.
So, but who knows? It is what it is. ठीक है? चलिए, all the
Okay,
best.
thank you so much, sir. Yeah,
You're
thank you.
welcome. Dishant ji, go ahead.
Hey,
Dishant?
hi, sir. This is Dishant here. Thanks for taking this call.
Sure.
So actually, like I have a situation where my perm got denied like recently. Like basically, it's a error from the lawyer side. They said like as per the denial report, it was supposed to be filed by 180 days. They took like 204 days. That's what the denial report says. And they say like they're trying to like file an appeal. And since
Do you have any H1B extension problems?
So extension, mine is like 6 years is done. So they said like we are filing an appeal. In the meantime, we'll file 1 year extension as well. So at
Okay,
least like you'll get an.
So if your lawyers do the calculations correctly, they can file an appeal and start a new perm. And while the appeal is pending, they can keep getting H1B extensions. They can time it in such a way that before they file your new perm application, they will withdraw the appeal, but they would already have gotten you enough H1B time to last you for the rest of the pending perm process. So they can time it that you don't have work interruption in your work. All
Oh,
right.
is that because, yeah, they said like
Yeah, I
only
have
1 year.
a hard stop in about 1
Okay.
minute. So
Oh, is
2:30
it?
I have
Okay.
to go. Yeah. So in other words, this can be managed. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to be done right, and I'm sure they've already figured it out.
Okay.
Typically, we can easily get you about a year and a half before we file your POM.
Okay. Sounds fair. Yeah. Thanks
All
for
the
that.
best.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
best.
I'll reach out to you. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Guys, good talking to everyone. I have to leave. I've told people that I have to leave at 2:30 exactly. All right. Take care. Yeah, you're
Thank
very
you.
welcome,
Yeah.
Sam. All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for that. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.